Please go. I'm gonna play this because I wanted you guys to hear this. I'm not gonna let any voice on away. At the end of the session, I'm just gonna
doing this now.
The spire's pinnacle is flat and roughly 40 feet square. The edges are crumbling away. It wouldn't be safe to stand too close to any of them. Vines and low brush grow in profusion. Bones and scraps of meat from dozens of creatures are scattered everywhere. A crumbling stone tower rises another 30 feet above the northern corner of the platform. A roaring flame floats in the air, hovering above the tower. Tumbled debris from the tower is heaped around its foundation. 3 humanoid creatures with needle-like beaks and leathery wings are worrying the last shreds of flesh from the well-chewed bones near an open doorway into the base of the tower.
Why can you not hear anything, Tom?
Dude, we wouldn't want to go too near those edges, man. That's what the danger's out up there. They'll get you.
It must have the sound just really low.
I couldn't hear anything. I clicked on the jukebox thing. It just said Five Finger Pinnacle, but
go to your master music volume level, Tom.
No, it's pretty much max.
How did that compare to the Stormlight's archive?
You went. Oh wait, there's a good
lot of characters in there.
There's one voice line which I actually had to do an accent voice. I don't know if you ever get that one. I don't know if you will. I don't think the chance you going there is that likely. But we'll one day. Yeah, I got it sorted out. Right.
People with accents are my speciality.
You want to read your thing, Chris?
I'll read the thing, sure. It's a pretty short one this week. It's not the gargantuan behemoth we had last week. It is now the afternoon of the 7th day of our journey. We have just come down from Firefinger, more or less in one piece, although certainly not unmarked. We are extremely fortunate to all still be alive. We carefully ascended the shaft above us, one by one, and discovered a nest of sturges in a side room. Spying treasure on a corpse inside, I snuck in and found a carnelian gold ring, a pair of onyx figurines, and a coin pouch, which I have yet to count. Sneaking past the nest, we then had to precariously scale the outside of the tower, very carefully, and ascend a high ladder to where we discovered a group of terrafolk roosting. Unfortunately, Alcamenos inadvertently woke them, and we were forced to set upon them. They were quickly dispatched by my companions while I searched the cavern and discovered a bird person being held prisoner. We freed him and gave him nourishment. He professed to be Nefir, one of the bird folk from the monastery we had heard about.
Yes.
Which is the same thing as Kursabal. He encouraged us to visit and speak with his elder, Ashara. After thanking us, he departed swiftly. During the scuffle, our guide, Azaka, revealed herself to be cursed with some form of were-tigerism. I shall have to speak to her more about this later, if she is forthcoming, for I have many questions. Personally, I think she looks rather striking in her tiger form, and as she would later show, it makes her almost unkillable in battle. I'm curious to understand why she and her people consider their condition a curse. Scouting ahead again, I found the next shaft led to the highest level of Firefinger, where several terrafolk were dozing, eating, or chatting with one another. We waited until the majority had fallen asleep, before sneaking up as carefully as we could and springing an ambush. The fight was bloody. The terrafolk are truly fearsome opponents. We fought tooth and nail for every inch of that tower top, and were perilously close to death many times. Fortunately, with the healing power of Richard's patron, and through the epic efforts of Azaka to save us, the last few ragged terrafolk were eventually driven off. By the time the battle had concluded, Richard, Zeno, and myself were all down, and Alcamenos was in no fit shape to fight.
What are you talking about?
Azaka watched over us while we recovered our strength, and in the morning we did the same for her, as she got some desperately needed rest. I've a nick now in my left ear, which stings like the blazes in the air while it heals. I'm sure it will look very macho once it's scarred over, but for now it is rather annoying. I oughtn't complain too loudly, however. I got off rather lightly. Poor Zeno had an eye scratched out by one of their talons, and even the legendarily tough Alcamenos has amassed a fearsome collection of scars that weren't there yesterday. Certainly, we will need to be more careful in the future. Last night was not an experience I'm in a hurry to repeat. We did gather some more treasure from the Terrafolk's Roost, which I shall note here. List of treasures. And of course we found the wooden mask Azaka was looking for, which seemed to mean a very great deal to her. I'm glad it was all worth it in the end. Now we shall continue on towards Mesro, I believe, and see what lies in store for us. P.S. I relieved myself off the top of Firefinger when no one was looking. Immature in the extreme, I know, but I couldn't resist the opportunity.
Great, thanks, Chris. Paul, you might want to reset your webcam.
It's a good look, though.
It's a good look, but you know, the facial expression isn't quite there. I mean, it's actually really there, almost too there. So we said you guys basically went back to where you had previously left the canoe, or where you previously waited before heading a Firefinger during the night. It's about afternoon, maybe about 4 o'clock by the time you get back, and we're basically saying put your level, but I'm not going to say you have to wait till overnight for that.
Oh, did Ian lag out?
Yeah, seems like it.
Oh no. RIP session. It's over, guys. Who wants to queue for a game of League?
Hello.
Oh, he's back. No.
I was always here.
No,
I was always here.
You're back now, though.
Fine, whatever. Okay, did you hear what I said?
No.
Nope.
Okay, you guys basically got there about 4 o'clock, then you did a short rest. I'm not going to say you need to sleep or whatever, level up, so during the short rest, that's when you level, once you take your bearings and shit. Just in case, you just want to still do stuff in the day. I'm not going to be you're not at level 3 yet. Yeah, so you guys are, basically, coming to terms with what's happened, doing whatever the fuck you're actually going to level up. Somehow you gain all the new abilities. You can decide if that's anything in game that gains you this, if you just pray to your god, if you're a cleric, or, you just mess around with some arrows and you're like, oh shit, they're magic now. I don't know how exactly.
Yeah, okay, so hang on. Well, so I'm just casually shooting arrows into a stump, as you do, practicing the old shot. And yeah, just kind of thoughtfully doing it, methodically, one after the other. Nice soft one, so I don't lose any of those arrows, because that'd be awkward.
Yeah.
And while I'm doing that, I kind of, after a few minutes, I say, so Azaka.
Yes, Sky.
Kind of put the bow, lower the bow a bit and sort of turn to her. What is the mask in some way related to? I mean, the curse on you. You sort of started into silence.
Is the mask related to it?
Yes. You seemed very emotionally attached.
She kind of pauses in it for a good few seconds, she's trying to decide what to say. It's you have been most amazing allies to me, so I will tell you the truth. This mask, it is a relic of my tribe. When the young in our tribe begin to mature, they often find it hard to control and understand the curse that had befallen them. The power that they have lie within them grants abilities, yes, but also much savagery, and a beast-like nature is hard to control. The mask is given to the children often in the times when it is hardest, during the moon, during puberty often. It gives them the ability to control their most savage desires and be no threat to the other members of the tribe.
I see. Is that why you consider it to be a curse?
Kind of nods in a way, yes. I understand that it seems that some of the abilities it gives are almost miraculous in nature. This is still something none of us asked for. It restricts our ability to have a normal human life, to relate to those who are not like us. And even when we are young, I have had many years to control it, but still sometimes in battle the desires are hard to control.
Is there any way to be rid of it?
She's not one that I have found, no. Our tribe has been here for generation upon generation, and I believe no cure has been found.
I often have great trouble resisting my urges. Such a mask would be a great boon.
Why not? Indeed.
I finish up setting up camp. I'm come, sit. If I had the foresight, I would have brought ale to celebrate our victory. Alas.
Yeah, she kind of, she joins you, I'm assuming, I don't know if you necessarily fire, probably at least, you arrange everything to circle around something, even though not necessarily.
Is that wound okay, Alkemenos? It looks like it almost took your arm off.
Indeed, the image of the talons striking my chest still haunt me.
office, and she's like, I am so sorry that what has been done to your chest and, to your eye. I don't know how I can repay you.
Sky looks slightly affronted.
Just
like,
right here, boys.
Okay. Just like cleans it subtly,
I do wish to thank you all. I admit I had doubts of your bravery before we set out on this quest. But you have proven yourselves.
I can't pretend I would have willingly gone up that ladder if I'd known how close to death we were all going to get. But I'm glad it turned out well in the end.
I was curious at your bravery.
Well, it seemed to go so well in the level below. I didn't even have to hit anything. Certainly didn't go like that up there.
Indeed. I myself felt my eyes close 2 or 3 times in battle. I do not know how we lived.
By the power of Richard's patron, I say, gesturing towards Richard, whom we can see.
It's dark.
Sitting.
What's happened to your webcam, Podjack? Is it working for you?
Is
So
he
first,
here?
you're
Yeah,
black.
I heard him a second ago.
Yeah, he's here. Podjack? I
Okay.
heard him.
Yeah, he was here just a second
He's
ago,
just
right?
here.
He spake.
Podjack?
Slashed out.
You here, buddy?
By the power of Richard's patron. Isn't that right, Zeno?
Keep doing the voice. Keep doing the line. Keep doing the line. Okay. We can't hear or see you.
Where's my phone?
Oh,
That's it. That was sound like Podrick breathing.
that was like a something.
He's on the other side. He's in the upside down.
Oh,
He's muted himself. Oh, he's unmuted.
Do Morse code muting yourself. Communicate with us that way.
Yeah, Morse code. Beep beep pop pop.
Just unmute.
Can you hear us? If you can hear us, type in the Tomb of Annihilation. Message me. That's annoying.
Or mute yourself. Or
Or do anything. Or just
do
leave
what is in your
join it,
power.
which makes sense.
Just do something.
I'm gonna do
Oh, it's time to roll 20.
Discord. You
No.
fucked for him.
Oh, yeah, he's here.
I'm
he said,
here.
I'm here. Don't know why it's not
You
working.
join. Cool.
Can you hear me?
Something died.
We'll restart Discord. Yes, you can hear it. Okay, well then do what we
Nice.
fucking say and we fucking call. Hey! How to speak?
Can I
Hey,
speak
what's
now?
up?
Going on with this being.
Only by the power of Richard's patron.
Richard is just sitting on the side reading a very fancy-looking silver book.
Isn't that right, Zeno?
You guys all don't.
It's not.
How's the eye?
I look at him.
I
I
just
just
Tom on this check to look at him.
Was better. Been better.
I imagine so. Does it hurt?
A little bit.
Just like stare at this wound on his face from like last night. Like,
Does it hurt still? Been ages.
well, okay, as long as it's not troubling you too much. Mhm.
I do ask of
We'll
you.
see.
If you wish to back out now, the path in front of us will only get harder and fraught with danger. I will not blame you if you wish to seek safety.
Yes, I know, but it's well, there's no way I could ever turn back from something as exciting as this, no matter how dangerous it gets. It's in my genetics. My father, he wandered off one day to search for a tribe, and well, no one ever heard from him again. I'm sure he's out there somewhere, but he never came back.
Well, this
It's
island
just
is
what we
filled
do.
with cats, so perhaps he will be lucky.
It's always possible. You never know. Anyway, if only I could kind of raise the bow back up again. There's this thing I've seen the elves do with arrows. You know about magic, don't you, Richard?
Yeah. Yes.
How do you use magic?
I.
Curious of this. She's like, yeah, that's a good question, though.
It is hard to explain. It's.
You ask
How
the
did you
gods
learn?
and they grant you power.
The way I learned how to cast magic is I was simply given the knowledge. It's as if my body simply knows how to do it. It's not something I can teach, sadly. You would have to find a wizard for that.
Captain Loranadan didn't mention any divine beings or anything. They just look. They shot an arrow like this. I shoot an arrow into the stump quite accurately now. He's getting some
Nice.
pretty good
You can't say about all.
Or let it-
quite accurate.
Quite accurate.
I take a 10.
Okay. Man, I wish I could do that backwards. I should have. Okay, you
Zombies would be so
And-
easy to kill.
No?
And they could make all sorts of wonderful things happen. It was graceful and beautiful. I tried to learn from them, but I don't know. Maybe I should have spent more than a week at it.
A week is.
Shrug.
It is said that the greatest Triton warriors have the ability to control the sea. And
That
I
would be
look at my
amazing.
bracelets. I believe I will be able to control this power.
That'd be incredible. If you could control the sea, you could go anywhere you wanted.
I already can.
I wish I could swim.
Should we survive this journey, I will teach you.
Maybe. We shall see. I kind of shrug at that and go back to shooting arrows into the stump.
Yeah. Okay,
I'm
Yeah.
reading away.
I look at Azarka and I say, what of you? You have regained your relic of your hometown. Will you still guide us?
of course, that is why you hired me. You needed a guide. I waived the fee for your help. There was a fee for me to act as your guide. I will still act in that capability.
And what of the enemies that have escaped us?
She kind of thinks she's like, I have got what I wanted. If I ever see them again, I will make them pay for what they did, but I will not devote the rest of my life when I got what I desired.
I see.
But I owe you all now a great debt. You outdid yourself in your health, and I need to pay this back.
You're muted, Chris.
He's like, what?
Sorry, my mistake. I was typing. Well, if you can get us safely to, I kind of flip pages in the notebook. Mesro, we'll be at least part of the way there, and then hopefully on to Kursabal, where we could meet our bird friend again.
She kind of finds like, what did you wish to see in Mesro? There is not much there.
That's like a city.
I've got it here. From Mesro, go east across the Laughing Gorge, then south to Kursabal, and you should find them. And by them, I mean the bones that mark the secret treasure trove of a great green dragon, apparently. It's just a rumor, but I figured. I mean, I guess we're heading to Kursabal anyway, so we're not really traveling to Mesro. It's just hold up my
I
notes.
see,
Just
just-
a place marker on the way.
Indeed,
Somewhat,
that is fine. Yes, there is not much there, but obviously the ruins still exist, and they are an easier direction.
Where is the easiest place to cross the Olon River? I kind of fold out my map down to that section and say it looks pretty impassable, at least the way I've copied it here.
Oh, long river. Yeah, she's like, There is a bridge across the Laughing Gorge, a Taz Muhaha, as it is in our language.
Ah, yes, I labelled that. I wasn't sure what it was. That's a bridge.
Indeed.
Well, I'd say that's where we should be headed then. Not Mesro.
It is almost entirely uncrossable. The gorge, that is, without the bridge. We could perhaps head very far down south and maybe cross near the East River, but I do not believe that would be.
How wide is it?
The gorge, it changes depending exactly where you cross. The bridge is the shortest way across, and maybe that is kind of things like 100 to 200 feet. Maybe not even so. She kind of thinks like,
that doesn't sound too terrible.
She's like, no, it is. This is not too bad. The bridge, I have not. It's been there in many a year, but last I was there, it was good.
What is Mesro anyway? I realized that I never actually made any note of it. Just that it's a place that exists.
She kind of nods like, I am not a scholar, but I have heard that Mesro is a great city that got destroyed in the. She kind of looks like she's not sure about like she's heard this, but like actually don't know anything about it. She's like destroyed in the spell plague. I think I heard the adventurer say. I once was a guide to other explorers who were interested in this history, but I simply showed them the area. I did not explore the ruins with them.
Well, then we probably I can't think of any reason we want to go there. I mean, it sounds interesting to look at, but no one to meet.
She's not. She's like, no.
Dragon treasure, though. Now that's something to talk about.
I think, yes, that is interesting. I have heard the rumors myself as well. Do not know if if it is true or if the rumors are unfounded, but we will see what we can find. Yes.
If we are interested in further dragon treasure, my patron happened to show me something of interest. There's supposedly a mine to the southwest of the island. There's also a item there that I would like to acquire at some point in our journey.
This is the mine the dwarf spoke of, no?
I don't know. It's pretty far to the southwest, so I don't know the exact location. The catch is that the treasure is guarded by a sizable red dragon.
Say that all again, slowly. I was like, getting that out.
Your rumor.
Xarka kind of sounds like the same dragon the Thor of Hugh Hackenstones are. He often talks about it.
I believe so, yes.
We've heard him.
A mighty tale.
Though I say sizable, it wasn't. I doubt it was that old for a dragon.
He explained these beasts are tied to magic. We can find clues there concerning our artifacts.
That could be true.
Xarka says, how do you know this?
I was shown from my patron. She showed me quite directly through a vision.
Patron's very powerful. He can heal wounds and blast things. How?
And a vision from the gods should not be ignored.
I agree.
She's like, Xarka's like, if it is the mine you so often spoke quite loudly about, I believe roughly where it is, but not the exact. I think it is. I think it's maybe just north of Shoku Bay, in the foothills of the Kobold Mountains in that region.
Oh, there's like a little pickaxe here, so it must be there.
You guys have pickaxe on your guys' map?
Yeah, it's like
I guess you know there's a mine there, Dan. I guess you know there's a mine there. It's not on the GM layer.
Like Menace, he's quick.
He's like, wait a second. Yeah. I mean, yeah, from your map marks a mine there. So, like, it's,
Of the lost on.
yeah, but the lock is like I myself have things like not being much far south of the Valley of Lost Honor, but I could lead you most of the way quite comfortably.
So, are these other Atazes all bridges too? I say, pointing to Ataz, Kal.
Ataz translates as gorge in our language. Ataz Mahaha just means the laughing gorge. Technically, it is the entire gorge.
I see. Muhaha means laughing. I probably should have.
Exactly. Our language is not the most complex. The laughing gorge is obviously the whole span that is cut by the Olong River. On your map, it is simply marked where the bridge lies. I guess to aid.
It has a nice ring to it, I suppose.
The laughing gorge.
Ataz Muhaha.
Ah, I see. So it gains the name from the monkeys that live in the area. Their cries echo off the walls of the gorge and make an awful, dreadful laugh.
Oh, that's rather great. I suppose we shall have to hear it ourselves.
Indeed. Then I will keep that in mind as our current destination. We should get to rest, and then early tomorrow I will lead the way.
I look at Zeno and say, "Come, your loss of eye must have changed your way of battle. Let us spar." And I grip my trident.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't had enough fighting for one day, Akamenos?
If we want to see ourselves live through this quest, we must be prepared.
I shrug.
Richard says, not really focus on what you're doing. Like, technically, we fought yesterday, yeah.
I kind of cast on my back. Midnight happened there somewhere. I was almost certainly cast out for it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it changes so much. But we'll see. I might cast more spells.
I shoot more arrows into the stump.
Nice. We're getting way better. It seems almost unnerving.
But sure, let's spar.
Oh, nice, you guys. A little friendly spar. You don't need to roll. You can just spar. You're not trying to kill each other.
Let's roll 1d20 each time.
Okay, yeah, we'll 1d20.
So does he have disadvantage? Or?
Perfectly average.
Not if he's not trying to range attack you.
Only range attacks. Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, yeah, probably won't matter that much. I won't rage for this.
Come, let us spar.
Oh god! I'm going easy on him, okay? I'm going easy.
Seems you are a bit rusty.
Went way too easy on him.
I must be more tired than I thought.
I don't even see your vote, but I assume it's very bad.
So what time of day is it now? We came down. I don't know what time we came down.
It's not really late. Like after your short rest, it's probably like 5, 6, but like it would be maybe an awkward time to start, traveling for the day. You could maybe make a couple bad progress.
I just finished that Amigo camp. It would be a waste.
Yeah, he did say he did that. So I figured when he said that, I was like, well, I assume you guys. You can debate that, buddy. Okay. Anyone want anything else to say or do, or night?
I assume we keep watching in the same order as we did while we were traveling.
I can't remember what it is, but I'm assuming we figured out.
Yeah, it was one that made sense around armor and night vision and stuff. Yeah, I didn't actually make a note of the order specifically.
Crazy.
No.
Alright. Yeah, so the next day.
It is
Guide,
Guide, Sky, Richards, Zeno, Alchemist.
Nice. Either way, the next day arrives without much problems, and you guys get back in the nice traveling route. So I'm assuming, obviously, Azar could be the navigator. She gets the survival roll.
And Zeno is bearer of the canoe.
Yep.
It's like being the ring bearer, but more effort.
Exactly. He loves it. That's weird. When I pop out like one of my things, it like makes.
Do we
hear the end of that sentence?
Do we let Zeno get the final say on where to go because he's a canoe bearer?
You know, okay,
Let's take our canoe to the peaks of flame. Cast it into the fire.
It's going too powerful.
Let the canoe bearer decide. I mean, it seems fair, right? Like, if he wants to go somewhere that's like a route that's less effort and involves less, uphill canoe carrying, that's up to him.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, so yeah, we will random encounters. My favorite part. Oh, okay.
That's an encounter, boys. That's an encounter, boys. We're dying today.
Okay, so you guys have started to move on. So, and because you did the what's it called check, I'm going to just delete that. Man, this map so it's big. Delete the hex you were going to move into, and I'll just move in there. Technically, I did the check for the day already. So I'll delete that for you, and you guys can be there now.
Hopefully this fight will be a nice way to show off our new abilities.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. That's kind of fun. Okay, you guys are in this sort of environment. Ooh, dangerous environment. Nice, nice. You are no longer on a canoe, so you're not going to get constant water battles.
No crocodiles, no.
Oh my god, that fucking fighting in a canoe-based battles, god. There's certain types of combat that the 5e system was not designed for, and battles in a canoe is on that list.
Yep, I could definitely fucking agree with this. Okay, man. See, this is when multiple.
Oh, you cut out there.
What? Yeah, you
this
cut
is
out
when multiple screens would be real nice.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay.
You can do it.
Nice,
I believe in you.
Nice classic. Nice. Those you guys are, chasing. What's that?
Nah, sorry, go ahead.
Okay then. As you guys are traipsing through the jungle, you guys catch the scent of death in the air and hear undead cries lumbering through the jungle. And I get all one with D10.
That's not the scent of death, is it? I say.
Okay, and
more a natural risen. Oh, yeah.
Six enemies, boys. 6 enemies.
That was something else. I can show you if you want. I can see how many enemies storm. Oh, you lucky boys! Okay, so you guys
It's not a very strong scent of death, is it?
Hey, be surprised.
Okay. Oh shit!
It's a T4, so it's probably something big. So
you guys are basically running, and you're hearing like a quite loud, like noise in the jungle, like quite a large thing, like moving through the underbrush. And I'm like, as awkwardly stops and basically, like kind of stands there. Like she doesn't seem to want to move. She's basically, you kind of see her shift into her hybrid form. And you guys.
I knock an arrow.
And you guys, okay, yeah, you knock an arrow, great, Chris. And you guys see this, like kind of like out of the.
Okay, where is it? Where is it?
What?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
This is classic.
I'm glad.
Some of you can all.
I think the undead part was classic.
Yeah, I saw undead, then I had to also see what kind of undead. Like, oh, interesting, actually. Yeah, I can roll nature to see if you want this with the undead version of it.
Fucking just got myself some proficiency in that bad boy.
Did? Why? Okay.
Because I get it.
What's the disadvantage? I don't know.
Okay.
Three ones now, Jacko. 3 ones already.
Wow. Okay.
First 3 rolls.
And Zeno, to you, this looks like the zombie of a Gravilion. And a Gravilion are basically like a big 4-armed ape.
Is it actually called a Gorillion and this is spelled wrong here, or is it you just making shit up?
Is it spelled wrong where?
I don't know, it's called a Girallon here.
Gravallon? Wait, what do you mean? Where? There?
on the handouts and in the title of the handouts.
Yeah, but I like pronouncing it the other way.
It's a gorilla with a gazillion arms.
A Gorillion.
You're talking to.
Oh, I thought it was a large creature.
Me too. It's not large. Maybe when I dragged it on, it didn't work.
Well,
yeah, it's a large creature. It's a large creature. Oh, it might be a large creature.
Yeah.
That thing looks like it has a Gorillion health.
I'm putting the canoe on the GM layer. Alright, you guys, are these tokens up to date? Are they like updated? No, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're linked to the sheets.
Yeah. So Zark would be in the front. I'm going to say you guys are pretty close, but it's heavy on the brush by the time this thing arrives. What would be the like?
I'm somewhere in the front, right?
I'm somewhere in the...
Go somewhere. Oh,
either
you're in front of the
I'd be-
navigator.
I'd be somewhere in the middle.
Oh no, you're not. Wait, I moved
I
Sky
guess
when I
I'll
tried to.
protect
Yeah,
you.
you moved.
Okay, you can be next to. Okay, sure, like this kind of weird, like sort of triangle. Everyone roll initiative, I guess. Let me add the.
Yeah, I get that's the thing.
Let me delete all the old ones. Okay.
Oh yeah, and Richard
got
isn't
some-
disabled.
Yeah, I'm not disabled.
You're not disabled?
No.
Okay, if you say so.
Why am I so
You sure?
disabled?
Initiative.
Oh, we're so good on this initiative.
Oh, it's pretty bad.
Just like Buzz, it's like struggling to get out the ground. Like, God, just give me a second. Just like...
Oh, man.
Ian, you forgot about someone.
Need to go. Okay, she should probably go.
She should probably be on there, yeah.
You want the like unkillable tank? Yeah. You'll be on there. You'll be fine about it. Oh, it's pretty fast. Alright, so by sending so you guys see this kind of great of a creature lumbering around with a heavy scent of death in the air.
And it's coming towards us.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know first, but you would imagine so.
But it seems to have noticed us.
It's yes.
Okay.
I can say that. Say that. Okay.
Do you have to?
Akumanos, you can go first. You're the player. Why is the music not playing properly?
Akamenos walks forward, does a 6th roll with his trident, and you can see like water forming from the air around it. And then as he twirls, you can see like basically there's like an aura around him of water.
Nice,
he says, "Seas grant me strength," and he charges in and rages.
Nice. Okay, you've charged in.
And I will try to hit him.
Well, don't just try.
You can do all this in one turn, you crazy boy. How far away was
Yeah.
it? Not that far, huh? Yeah, that hits. That hits, boy.
Good
Full
thing I didn't
damage,
do
full
reckless.
Why?
I forgot
This music isn't playing for you guys either, is it?
No, I'm not
No.
here. A whole 6 damage.
It's got another one.
Everything's just like
So it was.
reliable when I'm on my fucking laptop. Play some. It took me so long to get the ambient music to work. Yeah, that's a lot I want to check.
Nothing currently playing.
It just says
Oh,
like
no.
duration is
Oh,
like
never
0.
mind. Stopped.
Yeah, but I know the duration isn't because I played some of these fuckers before. Like it said that to begin with, but see, and then it just like cancels it.
I think that does mean there's an error with the file or something.
I played it before.
On the laptop? Oh, okay. So
Not on the laptop, but
matter.
why the fuck should that matter?
Yeah, that shouldn't matter, I guess.
I guess it just broke.
Okay, whatever.
And as
So
Alcamena
that's it.
strikes with his trident, you can see water from the aura striking like in a similar manner as a trident, like as a like parallel, and it hits the gorilla for not that much damage, but you know it might be more than. It's 2 damage. But it does.
So it gets a save or no?
It gets a DC 13 dexterity save.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if that was maybe okay. But the 2 raise damage doesn't apply.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to. I guess I should just click it off every time.
But it doesn't, right? Like
No, it doesn't. No.
it passes the save, so does it take half or
Half
not?
damage, so 1 damage.
Half damage. So it took 7 damage, okay.
Yeah.
And it was from partly cool. Okay, cool. Yeah. You strike it with the Azaka. On Azaka's turn, she runs up and attempts to claw it. 6 misses, I'm assuming, considering it's a natural 1. And a 6. Hey! Hey, bad.
Her heart's not really in this fight. It's like she.
What? That's so many fucking.
Ones, right? Okay,
Just
Sky,
lightning damage, not cold damage.
No. It's just cold damage.
I'm just gonna like YouTube some Monster Hunter music.
I step up here and say, where's he getting the water from? To Zeno. But I will also shoot at it.
I told you it was from the air around. It's Christmas.
It's a cool, like, he's taking it from the air.
It's a 15 hit.
I believe so. Let me double check. Yes.
Nice. Shot him for a 6.
Nice. Piercing damage. Okay. Seems good effect, yeah? Like he's starting to be peppered with a couple of wounds. You know your turn?
My turn. On my turn, I will toll the dead.
Okay.
Wow. Take it.
3
Wisdom
damage.
save. Yes.
Okay.
It will be 3 damage.
Yeah.
Well, good thing it
Like
failed.
3
Necrotic damage. It wounds. No. No.
Well sound.
You moving or just standing there?
I'm gonna I step like in front of him.
Oh.
Shouldn't you make like separate spells for when it's an because otherwise it feels real bad if you roll better with the D8s.
Well, that's part of the enjoyment.
Why did Chuckles the Chult work?
I woke up.
I always assumed that was why you always roll with advantage, Jackie.
I will cast Hex.
Okay. Bonus action Hex.
And
What
then obviously Gorilla. Wait, you can. No,
Looks
I don't.
pretty
Fucking...
good, yeah.
It's pretty first level. Why? Wait,
Yeah.
Hex higher level?
Well, you're a warlock, so it's always sure the highest level, right?
It's always your highest, but it's not certain. You haven't learned.
Yeah, I'm not third level yet. So anyway, yeah. Cast it on him, and then I will Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Classic.
Classic.
You miss.
Classic.
Yeah, classic. You guys are good.
What's up with the one?
This zombie, like, it's like kind of like very angry. You know, you're pepping.
You're cutting.
You cut out.
Hello. Back.
Yeah, I think
It was very angry.
don't.
You're very angry.
Not-
It's
not
like, you know, it does
percussive.
have like a.
You just cut out again.
when it's raised too much, I think.
You notice that there's a lot of arms to hit you with.
It's like General Grievous. It's just like helicoptering.
Exactly. His arc was like ridiculous.
Watch out, you didn't designate the weakness.
It's like
Thanks.
focusing.
I did.
Its
It
attacks
said
on
strength.
you, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it
I
first tries to
don't
bite
say.
you. You weren't reckless, correct?
I wasn't reckless.
Smart boy. Okay, bite misses, yeah?
Yeah.
Claws you. Misses. Claws you.
Misses. I had
Claws
14.
you.
Oh my god. No,
That's a lot of attacks, boys.
Apparently,
He's a
this
plus
session-
6.
This session, I can't fucking roll to hit. Like, I feel like
That's what we call balletic.
That's what I meant, Ian.
Also, God, I'm glad there aren't 4 of these things. Holy fuck. What the
you got
shit?
kind of lucky with that 1d4. Right, when it's your turn. This thing, like, you know, big, clawy arm. I'm cutting out again. Big
no.
arms.
I think if you pause,
They're kind of ripping at you, and you're just, you know, just struggling it off your tough skin or dodging out of the way, you know. But you know,
parrying.
easy peasy. You're like, maybe don't reckless against this thing, though.
I strike at it again. This time, aiming for its face.
Should have gone for the head.
Exactly.
9 misses. So,
Let me read if I can still do the
I think for an attack you can do the aura again, right? It's just you can
Yeah, I think
doing
so.
it for
I
an
just
attack.
select someone and yeah.
Yeah, you're
So,
right.
yeah,
The monkey's
so
scratching. It's actually scratching out commendal to that.
The trident
Same
misses,
as
but the water like comes around
We'll
in
see
a whip.
based on that.
Well, I mean, it's gone. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Okay, yeah. It's
gonna
going
hit
on and
something.
okay. So you basically look like a waterbender.
Well, no, I
Max
don't actually
damage.
make movements. It's like it's following the my attack
Oh,
with the
okay,
trident,
okay.
and then it just so it's
Got
acting.
it.
So.
That's a dexterity save. Does it take half? Yep.
Yeah, it's just 3.
It's -3. Okay. Cool. Down. And that is only on who you choose, right? Azarka is not affected by that. Right?
No.
Okay. Azarka now tries to claw at it again. I think that actually hits for 8 damage. And the other one for 10. Oh, Azarka laying down the smack. It looking like, you know, there's a lot.
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
What the fuck does she roll on her claws? D8 plus. Oh, Jesus Christ. She's a clawy girl.
She's a clawy girl. She was pretty
You know, I roll
bad.
D4 with my claws. I want to roll D8 with my claws.
You may have to turn into a tiger.
Practically there.
Yeah, it's so
Okay,
close.
you say so. Tiger, kitty cat, yep, same thing. Yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty heavily beaten down now. Like, there's a lot of open, like, you know, its limbs are starting to hang off by, you know, lumps of flesh.
Ooh, that's attacks.
No, just.
I step here and call out,
Alcamenos, where does the water come from? And take the shot.
Yeah, you hit. Easy peasy.
A 9.
Yeah, good shot. Very wounded now, heavily. Do you know time to kill Seal?
Okay. Throw the man.
Okay, oh, you fixed it.
Yes, it
Wisdom save.
Failed.
Take 6 damage. So close to death. My god.
God damn it.
My gosh.
Richard!
Last time when I had more than 15 health, and Ian's like, "Oh, it looks really close to death now." It's like,
and damage.
Any attack.
You get charisma damage. You get charisma right as well.
Oh yeah, I don't know why it doesn't.
Because you didn't click it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah, like custom attacks, you have to like manually do every part.
Oh,
Okay, but
it's +3, so it's 4 damage.
+3. Okay, then yeah, your Eldritch Blast basically knocks her head like back in the thing, but it's kind of its head gets knocked back and it cracks. Let's get a saving throw.
D6 for Hex in case the saving throw is based on damage it just took in some way.
No, it is based on the damage. Oh yeah, it is. It is based on Hex damage, and it's based on the damage you attack. So now the attack roll did 9 damage, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so just a DC 14 or 14?
Oh, is this bullshit zombie thing, man?
Yeah, DC 14. Oh, the zombie, like his head like kind of snaps back.
Low AC, but
like,
can't
you kind of think you got it. It's got to be dead, and it kind of clicks back into place. And it's its turn. Unless you're moving at all.
Nah.
He's gonna move into range now.
Okay. It will now spread over the attacks over a little bit, considering you've both been hitting it. We'll do the first couple on you, see how effective they are before if we attack further. So the bites to you, Aquaman. Nope. Okay. 1 claw to you. Okay, that hits, right?
See what this damage is
You
like.
hit for 6. It's nothing compared to Zarka's. Then it does 1 more claw against you after hitting you. 16.
Yep.
Another 6, so that's 6 total, right? With your raging.
Total, yeah.
Then it does 2 claws against Zarka, but like they hit, but it doesn't do shit there. Okay, man, now it rolls better though when it's attacking her. Nice. Okay. But yeah, apart from that, it's now barely, the head is basically hanging on by a scrap of flesh, and it looks like a stiff breeze could knock it over. But then again, you just saw a fucking Eldritch Blast somehow fail to disembark the head from the neck.
I will recklessly try to decapitate him.
Recklessly decapitate with a stabbing thing. You got it.
Oh, there's still sharp edges, right? So I can't just do
that. Yep. Okay, yeah.
Just stab his head off, man, real hard.
It's a zombie, right?
Kebab the head.
It can't be like holding on to tight.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, you hit. All damage.
4,
Nice.
6
damage.
Minimum damage.
No, the water damage is not part of the attack, right?
No,
it's
it's a separate bonus action.
Oh, my God.
That is, however, it rolls badly enough, so you do. Most powerful strikes are accurate enough to cut the last bit of flesh attaching its head to its neck, and the body falls on backwards as you have the head and the end of it. And all goes quiet around you, which would need turning off the band music if there wasn't. And Zarka sort of gradually merges back into normal form, and she's like, "Yeah, lucky there was only one. Often these things hunting groups."
It's funny that should happen. I was looking at my map last night, and I go back to the map here.
Yeah. So you guys look up this.
And I kind of show them. I say, and I think these areas marked here. I've colored this in darker, and I point over here, and this yellowish area we're in right now. I think they're meant to signal the presence of undead in that part of the jungle by density. So we sort of just wandered into the territory of this type of creature without realizing it. But the good news is that it's dead now, and we're fine.
As I can note, you say yes, there's much undead in the surrounding jungle. As long as we are careful, we should not be taken advantage by them. I admit, when I travel by myself. Indeed. Okay,
I put the trident back, and the water just falls down.
Okay.
Okay, but where did the water come from? It looked like it just appeared out of nowhere. Did you have it in like a flask or?
The power dates back to the times of the first Elven empires and those of the Lizard Folk. Our people sought a way to affect our power of the ocean, even when above land. The magic itself dates back to our time on the plane of water.
Wow, that's pretty cool. You just came up with that last night, or?
It is.
I mean, learn how to do it yourself.
I have been meditating on it. Obviously, I know the stories, I know the tales, but my time above land has been short.
I'm impressed. You prove yourself further every day, Alcamenos.
I thank you.
Okay, and yeah, you guys travel on for the rest of the day. Luckily, you have no more murderous undead. And eventually, once the day travel is gone, you set up a good camp for the night. Yeah, there seems not to be much problem. You are still able, obviously, what's your name, Zeno and Azarka, if you ever using your amazing natural abilities with finding and foraging food, you managed to find enough. Exactly, it's still enough, apparently. The feature doesn't say only if you have 2 eyes. Yeah, and you guys set up the vein catchers, and yeah, all is good and quiet as you have another little sleep. And yeah, next day, same plan, unless anyone wants to, again, say stuff or do stuff, just stay traveling. Same normal pace as Arca, is just setting a medium pace. If any of you guys want to speed up or slow down, just say. Otherwise, she's doing this.
She's going fast pace?
Medium pace now.
Medium pace now.
Yeah, you do notice you are making ground, but it is clearly
clearly.
I mean, yeah, you want a canoe compared to this. Okay, you can day. More random checks. Okay. Yeah, this day again, nice and uneventful, no problems. Unless you guys want to talk or roleplay, we're gonna skip right next to that.
Okay, this evening, having thought about it a bit more, I want to ask Alcamenos now. I want to say, Alcamenos, how did it feel when you used magic the other day? The way I reason it, Richard and Zeno, well, they both get their power from their gods, right? But you don't draw your power from a deity. You just felt it.
It is true that the magic I use is not tied to any god in particular. One that I know of, at least. There are gods that are tied to the elemental planes. I do not know of them.
So how?
Well, partly it is these, and I showed him the jade bracelets. These were granted to me when I was made a champion of the Triton Assembly, when I succeeded their tests. They are especially crafted with magic. But you are correct, partly it is the Triton race. We have been granted abilities in order to defend the seas and those that defy it.
Not sure that's any help to me. Everyone I ever saw do what I'm trying to do was an elf. I hope it's not a thing of their race. They never said anything about that.
You say you do not pray to a god. Well, in a moment of need, look inside yourself. If there is power there, you will find it.
I hope it is there. If it's a moment of need, I could probably use it.
Indeed. But not all are in need of magic. There are many powerful warriors that have legendary tales without.
I suppose that's true.
It is, and he kind of like grins. It is unfortunate that you are so alike to being a cat, yet you do not share the invulnerability of our guide.
Yes, no, it had crossed my mind. I kind of glance over towards Osaka. Not being practically invulnerable to all attacks, tooth and claw and sword and so forth. I can see how it would help.
Perhaps you can attempt to wear this mask. I do not know if you want this curse, but if you seek power, perhaps it is there.
I don't think Azaka would like that.
And she's not. She's kind of like doing my own business.
Sure.
Like cleaning up like this suit from dead. She's not really listening to the conversation. You know. Yeah, you can sing what you want. Maybe she'd be fine. Sure. You don't really feel she would be.
I'm sure if you borrow it without letting her know, she'll be cool.
I start shooting into a stump again.
Nice. Getting even better. Now you can take
even
11.
Better.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay, if Richard, don't have it. The night goes on. Oh, I stretched a fucking coconut. It's like the party by accident. Oh no, so it's no. It's bigger now. Oh, whatever. Whatever.
So the campaign's over. Move on.
That's way too big.
Oh
now.
No! It's a disaster.
No. Okay.
It's a disaster.
God fucking damn it! This is so dumb. Why isn't it just like locked into whatever? You can be smaller.
That's even smaller.
No, that's what it was before. Okay. Next day of travel. Zaki gets a navigation check.
We're almost there, right?
Nice. Yeah. You guys are almost there. It looks like the travel is going well. You leave you there. Random encounters. Okay. No problem. Yeah, the day again. Nice and uneventful. There's quite a lot of rainfall. Not too much that hampers progress to a large degree. There's a couple kind of more torrential parts, but you just choose those times to set up for lunch or for dinner, and you set the rain catcher and are easily able to fill all your flasks and water skins. And same as before.
All dinner and after setting up the camp, I go up to Richard and I say, "Your God, he grants you visions relating to the artifact he seeks. Does he grant you visions of other things, if you ask it?"
There have been times where I've asked for things, but this is the first time I've ever gotten a vision. In fact, this is only the third time he's ever showed me anything.
How long have you worshipped this deity?
I don't know if worship is the correct word for it, but would be around 4 years now since I started this quest.
I see that is not a long period for the status that you have acquired.
Perhaps.
You must be important in some way.
It would be nice if that was the case. Well, only the future will tell.
If you should speak with him, I ask you a favor. If he has any knowledge of the war at the bottoms of the trackless sea, let me know.
If I get the opportunity, I will ask.
I thank you. I only ask because I wish it not distract us from our current goal.
Of course.
And yeah, I could go and have some dinner.
Okay. Yeah. No one else today at night? Yeah.
Does anyone have anything to do for 10 minutes that they need to do at some point today? 15 minutes.
I'm guessing you have something you have to do.
Yeah.
What just happened? Tom was going, but like you were just setting up for the night, right? Leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember the stream, Jacko.
Don't you tell them what to do, Portrait?
Why don't you tell them what to do, Podtrack?
I'm gonna tell you so many things to do.
You shouldn't. Whoa. Don't know what that means.
Tell me after the 3 nights, please.
Damn, I should have gone and got a drink on that break, huh?
What is this map?
Doesn't matter, Tom. You missed it. You don't get to talk, but you would have only made us have a break. Okay. The night goes without any problems. Your watches are uneventful, and the next day you start to get near the gorge. We roll survival check. By the way, I got the music to work. If you guys can refresh, be okay. If you...
Yeah.
Okay, I'll refresh. Or on the big map.
You might have to sign in again on Roll20.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's been weird.
You can't explain this with your science.
Now I showed my email address.
Oof.
Mistakes.
Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, you're gonna get a...
Okay, now it sounds okay.
Okay. Jack, you back in here?
Yeah,
Okay, so the day travel goes well, and maybe after lunchtime, maybe 2-3 in the afternoon, you start to get near the gorge, which means I get to change the ambient music.
Is it spooky?
No, it's got some monkey voice in it, I think. Well, since I heard it.
Anybody want to do their monkey noise?
I don't. Oh, no. Hey, monkeys.
Monkeys. And yeah, I'm going to put you guys, as you walk over, onto... As you see the bridge in front of you.
Those monkeys don't sound so horrible. I say, feels like it.
Okay, yeah. You're right. It's like the legends and they always have quite a dramatic...
What is this map?
I mean, what is this map?
I see blackness.
Yeah.
You see blackness? I guess with this one, you don't have any... Scroll up, give you guys some tokens. If I had to drag you off, accurate, yeah?
Roll20 released a new code today and a module, not smart. Oh, that's why. Okay, cool. So Roll20 just patched itself, according to someone in Jacko's chat. Thank you, Kamatan.
Thank you.
You guys can see now.
Don't forget to follow.
Well,
Why you say when I put you on the map? Is this?
I see only blackness.
Is this the wrong HP or is this okay HP?
What?
This is good HP, right? Your characters.
I don't see.
I don't see.
You don't see us.
Wait, if I boxed it the whole thing. Okay, I found my token. Yeah, I found my token.
I don't know why you should have vision, but I'll just globally.
I also found my token. It's right HP.
There's nothing you can't see. One second, guys.
Reveals everything.
Restrict. It's on global illumination.
For the war enabled?
How was that?
Oh, there we go.
That's
Beautiful.
a nice bridge.
That's a very nice
It's a fancy bridge. I was imagining like a sort of Shrek rickety rope bridge.
What are you talking about?
I look for Strahd. He must be below.
Well, let's be honest though, guys. These are not prettier than my bridges, obviously.
Obviously. So just to give you an idea, the
Ooh, it's a
distance
high
down.
bridge. What the hell?
Wait, you can what's that?
You can see on the top right. You can see how it's.
Oh yeah, top right. You can see. Oh yeah, top right is it?
The dinosaur.
Yeah, it's a dinosaur. It's about 100 feet. Technically, that means the dinosaur isn't high, but it tells me it's 100 feet. So.
That's a pretty good dinosaur.
Okay, so yeah, you see this gaping chasm that is crossed by this.
It's chasm, right?
Yeah, there's chasm.
What did I say?
Chasm.
Depends where you're from, boys. Okay. So as you kind of look at it, on the sides of it, a lot of these kind of carvings here are of monkeys. So, and you can also see that there's a lot of monkeys that are basically perched on around here, around. You can see lots of vines draping off the bridge, which monkeys are like kind of swinging to and from again.
Is there not like a blurb to be read out? Or?
Yeah, you will see this actually. No, there's a blurb, but the
How'd you know?
the blurb is about in the middle, which you can see now is a shrine.
Okay.
Dude, I've been here. Like, this is the monkey temple from Nepal.
Do they worship monkeys around here? I say to Azaka.
I'll tell you after I read out the.
Oh.
Okay. Shushes you.
A stone shrine stands at the midpoint of the bridge. It consists of an imposing statue of a Chultan warrior wearing a war mask, hunkered down like a panther ready to pounce. Like the monkeys elsewhere on the bridge, the carving is highly stylized. Bright gems flash in its eye sockets. A human skeleton lies crumpled near the statue's feet. Several of its bones are obviously broken, but it's impossible to tell whether these injuries happened while the person was alive or were caused by scavengers after death.
Okay, so so there's like a blurry graph here, which looks, but you can see that along the bridge, on like the sides, like around the carvings of the monkeys, and on like the actual outer wall of the bridge, there are a lot of kind of maze symbols, like symbolic mazes, like carved all over the bridge, basically.
Okay.
And Azaka kind of turns you to this point. She's like, the shrine is to the old god of his land, Upteo. The mazes are associated with his worship. Solving mazes was a part of the worship of the god. Let me say this. Okay. How often is up on that girl? My bad.
I asked
So, as you
this god was worshipped by these animals.
She kind of sounds like the animals? No, the Oteo was worshipped by Photons.
Does that try and give anyone else the heebie-jeebies?
She kind of, Azaka,
It's a bit unsettling.
she kind of walks forward. Is like it should. The god of Theo is a powerful and often quite vengeful, not necessarily powerful god. If we pass each shrine, we must give the proper worship. And you see, like she kind of stands forward. She's not that far off it. Like she goes all the way up here. And stuff. She kind of, just she's like, "Let me come. It's safe for now."
No? I look at her and say, "Do we kneel?"
She kind of shrugs. It's like, "No, but it's a good thing you came here with me. If you wish to pass the shrine, you may make the proper obeisance. Obeisance? How do you pronounce this, Chris? It's written down, but how do you pronounce it? Obeisance?
Obeisance?
Obeisance? Is that a word?
Yes, but I don't know if that's what you're looking for.
If you wish to pass the shrine, you must make the proper obeisance.
Obeisance?
Obeisance is a word, but I don't know.
Okay, yeah, it's that word then.
Yes.
To do this, she kind of, gets like kind of one of her like kind of, long nail fingers. She's like, you must face the path of the maze past the shrine, and you kind of see her. She kind of puts her finger on like the, and like you notice that it's what's what I gonna say? It's like a lot of vines.
I'm missing quite a lot of what you're saying, but
there's a lot of vines and it's kind of. That was fine before.
Hello? Yeah, it's fine now, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of lichen and moss and stuff covering up maze. So she's like, you must clear it so you can see the path and then try to trace it beyond the shrine. And you see that she kind of draws one of her scimitars and she basically scrape the lichen and stuff off the wall and then like tries to walk over to the other side while tracing a path through. And she has to do an in check then and see if she can follow a maze.
Quite sure I understand the maze, but
it's like so on the side,
it's carved on the wall.
Carved into the wall, basically running up and down it, where you may not.
You can't
It's
cut
literally
out
just like.
Yeah, cutting out a lot.
I wonder if it's because I'm talking too loud.
I think it is.
Okay. So where you may just have normal decoration, like can you like patterns drawn into a wall? This one instead has basically like drawings of like mazes. Maze basically passing along the shrine, like it's along the entire wall, like to the side of it. So you could trace a path from one end to beyond the shrine, like with a hand as you walk, like following the path.
Oh, okay, got it.
That makes sense, everyone?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so yeah, she makes an int check. Okay, yeah, so she easily passes it to the other side, and she's like, "Be careful. Use incorrectly, you may anger the god."
What if I go around the bridge?
You ask her this?
Yeah.
She's like, I have never tried that myself. She kind of shrugs. I am unsure, to be honest. I think perhaps it would work. She kind of thinks, like, how would you do such a thing? I know there are. She kind of thinks, like, I know the ridge is covered with vines. You may be able to use them to cross below it. But apart from that, I'm not sure at least how I would do it.
I have a simpler way. I like, I walk off the bridge and go over here. And then I walk a bit more like that. Then I sprout wings and fly over.
You sprout
Okay, where do you
wings.
Yes, and I fly some a bit farther away from the bridge.
You talking
when you land.
bird wings or angel wings?
Angel wings.
Oh wow! Hey, that's neat.
No way.
Neato.
I think it's Radiant Soul, right? Yes. If it wants to pop up.
Where are you landing, Podtrack, by the way? Move yourself to where you land.
Let's see.
His eyes are also glimmering.
Yeah.
They're incorporeal.
Bump.
The divine energy within yourself causes your eyes to glimmer and two luminous incorporeal wings is part from your path. Okay.
As you pass through it, for some reason I made a voice line to describe the gap in the pitch.
No.
Part of the bridge has fallen away, leaving a 20-foot gap. The stone at either edge looks crumbly and unsafe.
Nice, definitely worth.
Part of the bridge.
Oh no, don't be played. Okay. Okay, so yeah, you land over that. Yeah, there's no problem. Quite a wide berth. The shrine, at least, don't seem to have angered the gods.
For now.
For now.
Would have been nice if your patron had taught you to do that before we had to climb that really tall tower, huh?
I had the same thought.
Well, Azarka didn't make this look too hard. I'm gonna give the maze a go, Ian.
Okay.
I wanna study him as he does it.
Okay, so like I said, in a few areas it's like kind of in any way, or just like, go for it. We'll just make it slightly. There'll be patches that are slightly harder, but like.
Okay.
It's like this, or anyway, go ahead.
Look, I'm sure the missed bits weren't important there.
I think I tried to clean off some of the lichen and moss.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. That's what she did, right? Seemed smart.
She did it.
Trace a path.
Yeah, I'll clean off some of that lichen and moss.
What do you do? Like, how do you do it?
I got scimitar. She used a scimitar, right?
She's a scimitar.
I'll use a scimitar. I'll just do it just like she did.
Okay, you do it just like she did. Okay, yeah, you kind of scrape off some of it, and then roll a intelligence check.
We all dumps out of the int, right?
Okay. So, as you basically, pass the exact moment, so move this alchemist. Were you going to the left or right?
I guess around the right, because that's where she is.
Okay. So yeah, as you get to this moment, so right where you basically are passing behind it, you see the basically.
I never rolled.
Average intelligence.
You were good, Jacko.
Oh, see, Alchemano's smart.
Yeah, he's also smart, but you both got -1 than you. Alright, yeah. So yeah, Azarka basically shouted run, as this thing has come to life and kind of, glaring down upon, what's his name? Sky.
Sky is faster than he is.
What's that? Sky is faster than who is?
Than the golem.
Oh, he's acting in
Roll
initiative. Yeah.
Wait, isn't like if you take a hit, you could probably just get over to me in one turn.
Yeah, if you take a hit, it's fine. No problem.
Yeah. You have 20 something HP. Surely he can't do that much damage in one attack.
Just so you guys know how like Lomjong, if you're running, you move a number of feet up to your strength. Like there isn't a way around it. That's how it works.
So where you jump a number of feet equal to your strength score.
Yep.
Surely you have 15 strength, right?
I do.
What if you're sprinting?
If you're sprinting, then you jump, and then unfortunately, the amount of effort you're taking to sprint takes way.
Should go further.
If only. But they judge it.
Can Sky land against the wall and grab onto it and climb up the rest?
He could try. If he jumped, he would lose a bit of height, but so say you could technically jump 8 feet, right?
Yeah.
So the way the parapets work, I said that, like, for instance, here, you see how it's sticking out?
Yeah. Let's catch onto that, easy. Assassin's Creed.
Based on the time and, like, based on how far, that would normally be a jump of 10 feet there to land on the parapet, which would be, like, an acrobatics check to, like, land on it okay. Because you could just, like, kind of, even though you don't need to jump that far, you can kind of full blow. I could say you could make the jump and land, like, maybe 20 feet down, but you would take falling damage from, like, slamming into the side of the cliff. I would rule it that way. But otherwise, I mean, you don't see how you would personally jump that distance by yourself.
The river is like 100 feet down, right?
It's 100 feet down. Like, no, yeah, like, you can see basically at the edge of the bridge gap here, and, like, here, that's where the cliff is. So, like, in between there, it's 100 feet. It's like, basically, like, if you look at the picture on the top right, it's really...
Are we going initiative from Sky or like the highest?
No, we'll be going from like 20. So I can go you can go first. So like yeah, she basically said like run, as like a shadow run.
And this thing just came alive.
Mm-hmm.
I will take out my horn and blast into it. And the fog cloud appears.
Okay.
Making it heavily obscured.
Wait, so where is this fog cloud? Can you draw it?
And like 20-foot radius, I don't know, pretty big, centered around this mofo.
Okay, so you don't want to draw it, is what I get from her.
Okay, I can
make it, I can never remember how.
Draw shape. Right, but that looks like a
square.
Hold Alt for circle, okay.
Yeah. Oh, he's figuring it out. I like it.
I don't know. Oh god, that's not
definitely not to scale, but well, I can do that. Chris, can you make a 20-foot or 20 thing radius, like a ruler, so I can measure it based on...
Oh, wait. Oh, no, you don't want me to draw a shape, you want me to just use the ruler.
Yeah.
So that's
this isn't a fucking circle, though. It's all them. Can you do it from one of the sides of the circle, though, guys?
Like 20 feet, so like...
It's maybe 20-foot radius. Also, that wasn't a fucking circle. Is that a circle? That's a circle.
That's about right, I think.
Circle-ish, yeah.
I think it's fucking huge, like 40 foot across.
Holy crap.
It's fireball size.
So slightly too big.
Hey man, try the magic you.
Yeah, strong shit right there. But I can't change.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40,
Is
this
one?
one?
Shit? I don't even see another one. Wait, there it is. Jackie, can you delete the green one? I can't do it. So...
Gotta zoom in if you can't target it.
Yeah.
I'm trying, man.
So you want me to delete it?
I zoomed in, it worked. Okay, you got it.
You already on this fog cloud?
There, I think.
Yeah, that's about right.
I like it. Alright, are you moving, or are you just...
And I will... This is a large thing, right? So reach 10.
The large thing. Okay, that isn't quite how large it is. Often things are large have...
Yeah, often have reach what?
They often have reached 10, but it's not like if you're large, you...
I see.
These things, you know...
It's a tall boy, though. You've already got long arms.
Okay, yeah, believe what you want.
I do.
Okay,
That's what I'm saying.
I look at Zeno who's still outside. I say, run through, but be... What's a cool word for quiet?
Stealthy.
Silent.
Be silent. That's fine. But be silent. And I will try and stealth around it.
Okay, I think technically with stealth you move up, move.
Okay, that makes sense.
Is that a thing in 5e? I don't even know that's a thing.
It is a thing for long travel. I'm not sure if it's a thing in combat.
Not to no sir, but he's carrying a canoe.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be hard for him to be stealth.
It's gonna be hard for him to jump the
That's the
cliff.
guy carrying a canoe and like be stealthy now and sneak through.
Well, you can,
Yeah, I'm gonna say because if you,
you know, like how Metal Gear Solid, he has like a
apparently
box.
normally
just
does
has a
it 20.
clue.
I'm gonna say you move like half. So you end up there. Okay. Okay. I mean, even if it had seen you with a better attack, but you're not left its attack range, so that's fine. Azarka basically like steps out of, and she kind of calls back like, "Hurry quickly!" And she basically tries to like make the sprint. She's like terrified of heights, but like she looks a creature that you have water life behind her.
Yeah, pretty
It's,
terrifying.
It's yeah, I mean like yeah, it's scary. Sorry, 1 second. I need to double check. How I said it was 15 foot, right?
Yeah,
Effectively. Yeah,
if
normally it's effectively 15. Yeah, she's able. She doesn't even judge her skill with that. She just makes a jump over the whole thing. With her running up and with her very powerful calves, she clears it.
Those calves. I wish I had those.
You wish. Richard, your turn.
Okay.
You
So I
see-
can't.
You can't see
I
anything.
can't see
You can't
shit.
even see Xeno because behind it.
I guess I will try to help. Like I would stand. Like, oh god, I can't. I would stand here. Why? I fucking clicked the thing.
I don't know.
I will stand here, and I will be ready to catch anyone who like lands on the
Okay.
like in front of me, or you know, I will not be in the way.
If they're trying to do this.
Yeah, the shorter jump, I will.
Yeah. Okay, you'll
aid them.
try to help them. Okay, Sky, your turn.
Okay,
You
I will.
can't see shit anymore.
I'll take the disengage action,
Okay. Yep.
and I'll also use my double OP cat move,
Mhm.
and come sprinting through the fog cloud in the direction I remembered to be the end of the bridge.
Yeah.
Like so. And you think like if I step like there, I can jump?
And it would be, and you could try to like land on the failing. Like I said, but you're like trying to hide up.
Okay, I just leap like someone
You go
catch
for
me.
it? Yeah. Like you don't make it far enough for which you better catch you, but like you're trying to scrabble for handle, and you basically like thud heavily into the power, but maybe like 20 foot down. But due to your sharp claws and your ability to climb really without any sort of effort, you're able to grab hold. But you will take 2d6 like full damage.
Oof. Okay, I'll take
It's
that
like 20
2d6.
feet drop. Yeah, it's 20 feet drop basically. And you're 20 feet down. I don't know how much movement you have left. Technically, I think you might have enough to like just.
Double. Okay, but so before I jumped, hang on. Okay, so I was
Jumping
here.
takes.
Okay, I'd be slightly.
So
Yeah,
technically, like,
I'd be able to climb
you're
up like I'd be able to climb up like 10 feet of it. I
Okay,
think.
but you start climbing up.
Yeah.
Okay, well, damage you'll take.
And also, yeah.
Oh, did you roll stealth Alchemanos, by the way?
No, I haven't.
Okay, please do.
Yes. That's a 2.
Yeah, that's a 2. Man,
But
roll
I
that
will
once.
say, yeah,
You will say?
it's heavily obscured, which means that any creature within it is effectively blinded.
Yeah, like yeah. What I'm doing, it's definitely.
Oh, you're cutting it.
You're back now.
Yeah, it is effectively blinded, but it does have.
Damn
Really
it.
trying to do it.
It has something. You keep cutting out. Sorry.
And it is effectively blinded, but you
But
can hear me?
due to making a large amount,
Of noise. Large amount of noise.
Which is the opposite of what's
it's
happening
normal,
right now.
normal now, right?
Yeah.
So he will attack with disadvantages.
It will attack with disadvantage. Is what I'm
Okay.
getting at.
Okay. Thank God.
Okay, yeah. As it tries to slam one of its... You were not raging.
I was not raging. It didn't seem appropriate for the situation.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Will rage stealthily.
Yeah.
Okay. Disadvantage, right?
60.
That hits.
I don't think you can stealth while raged.
You take 20 bludgeoning damage. And it tries to slam you again. Is this fog cloud concentration for you?
Let me check. Yes.
Oh no.
Okay, well, it's a DC 10. That's it.
I'm rolling with advantage.
He's all good.
Good at that, though. But it does have.
It becomes even more obscure.
It does have a try to slam you again.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Are you dead?
Fucking. No, he's knocked out, but he is not dead.
Oh yeah, that I meant. That.
Got a roll on that table.
Yeah, we're on the table, Jacko. If only Skyline and touched up
Weren't
the
we gonna
maze
do a
so
save
bad.
or some shit?
Yeah, you get the injury save, sorry. So DC 20. Yeah, you're fine, you do not suffer.
Fine.
Okay. But the fog cloud is gone, and you guys who are looking back, basically, just like where you sort of fog now, like basically a mangled, not mangled, but
Very, very bruised.
No!
the body lying on the ground. Yeah, and we'll, Tom left a while considering we just like wait.
Yeah, man.
Until they get back. That was
Yeah,
like a casual.
Just so I know until my next turn, is there any way I can stand like in this square without falling down? Or like this square with more stone on
Let
it?
me check something. You're trying to get within 60 feet, right?
Yes.
Stand basically on the parapet where you're gonna grab people. However, you would do an acrobatics track to like stay there while casting a spell.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I spoke to one person.
That's the first time.
You
Like,
can also
it's
put
not
in-
my
I don't
turn,
think that's-
but
that was
yeah,
kind of
that's-
working. I thought like when you can't like
You can
What are the
raise
monkeys
one,
doing, by the way?
they're kind of like watching an interest, but they don't seem to like.
Really expected them to attack us. Damn. Subverting expectations.
That's if you go underneath.
So, oh, okay. Yeah, I can guidance myself first and then bonus action. Wait, that's not a spell, it's a bonus action.
Alright,
The healing light.
Okay, what's your point?
Then you
It's
can
not,
use
it's,
it while
not
casting a spell.
it's not a spell.
Okay, good.
Both.
Yeah, you could do both. Yeah.
No,
Sounds like
no,
balance,
I meant like you said I didn't do an acrobatic checks if
I
I
mean,
wasn't either
it's
in
because you're
cast a spell.
spending time standing.
But it's I want to go back after I do.
Okay, if it's so fast, have advantage on the acrobatics check.
Okay, thank you.
There you go.
And then actually doesn't
You
do
could
it.
have taken one attack of opportunity. I think maybe, and like not even disengage, to take one.
Hmm.
Okay.
I thought-
What's up? What's up?
Like, okay, quick summary, Jack. Peter scoring the thing, and then he tried to sneak past it. However, he did not make it far enough, and on the film's turn, Fuda missed. It managed to detect him thanks to a terrible stealth roll, and has knocked him out in one round. And you can see the attack rolls if you want. They're pretty scary.
Okay, so Alchemannus is down, you say?
Alchemannus is down. The golem still standing there. There's
Has any of my turns on? Have you done anything with me,
no,
or?
we have not done anything with you.
I
I
told you
also
to be
got-
stealthy with a canoe, but the missiles are gone.
Sneak past
Oh
it.
yeah, I had a canoe and shit, right?
Yeah, you still have the canoe, but you don't really care. You know? You're just
You can carry me in it like a Branco.
But is it? So it's like, is it attacking anyone, or was it
Yeah,
just?
just knocked
it literally just. It literally,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
sorry, I
yeah.
didn't see that. Like Alchemannus made a fog cloud and ran into it, and you heard a couple of thunks, and the fog cloud disappeared, and Alchemannus
I'm
was on the
just
ground.
slumped against the wall. right now,
anyone,
like-
anyone could have done it.
But that's like all it did on its turn.
Yeah, it didn't move or anything.
I see. I see. I see.
It looks like it can move though, right? Like it's
Yes, it
it's
looks
the
like
legs,
it's probably moved.
Ragnaros.
The legs are moved as it like moves
Okay.
base.
From what I've
Okay.
gathered, like I can't fucking remember any conversations. Like it's like the across this in a long period of places.
What's that?
Is like this like the only crossing point in like a while?
That you know of.
North
only-
and south? Yeah, I mean it's
It's the only
she's-
crossing points. Like it's yeah.
Yeah, that's marked on your map at least. Yeah.
Okay.
I will say that also, at least Chris, like once you kind of
And
you can tell
you
they're
see
facing, but it's not facing.
So
after Chris, we heard nothing.
It's not like it killed Alcamenos. It kind of like stood up, but it's almost like
yeah.
regaining like its original like stance in a way. Like it's not like it doesn't seem to be like chasing you still, Chris, or aggressive
Nice.
after you've like basically passed the gap and basically on the other side. Oh no, you've fallen down. I mean, you can't see, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, he's down. Oh,
Dangling.
He kind of like he couldn't make the jump completely, so he basically fell 20 feet. But due to his like climbing ability, he could like grab hold, but he took full damage.
so much pressure. 2 party members failed at this shit now. Why do I have to go last?
Because you rolled 2 on initiative.
God damn it!
But, like,
Who
when
made
you
me roll 2 on initiative? What can I do?
Well, as Arthur shouted, run. I don't know if you hear that.
Yeah, I know. I was very much also run, but now Clemenus is knocked down right
This is
there.
true.
You know.
Now Alcamenos is knocked down right there. You hope.
Okay, as a bonus action,
Mhm.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word
Okay.
on Alcamenos.
Yeah. Because you don't even have to do it, Richard. Yeah, you heal for 5.
Alcamenos gets to act next.
Yeah, you would anyway.
That was the joke.
I don't you judge what my jokes were or weren't.
You don't know.
I know they're resistant to magic and shit, right?
Yeah.
You already cast a spell, so you can't cast another.
Yeah, I know.
He knows, Draco. Do you know how many times he knows?
3 times.
Okay, Tom, you come on, you gotta decide who I'm gonna say you spend your turn to really thinking hard.
10. 9.
Shush.
It's not like you were just gone for like 20 minutes, you know.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm gonna Sacred Flame it. I'm gonna like.
Okay.
Got him.
I'm gonna like.
Yeah. Roll to hit. Oh no, he gets the same.
Provoke.
He gets the same from I forget. How does it
Yeah,
work?
for dex save.
Yeah, it's a dex save. Oh, let me just click it.
Dex save. Yeah, it fails. How much damage is it?
5.
5 radiant damage. Yeah, you do some radiant damage.
I wish I did the other thing now. It failed
Okay.
shit.
Are you
It's
moving?
like, and that's, yeah. I move down my movement and like gonna like taunt it in a way. Try to like come get me.
Okay. Can I come get him? That's the question. I'll come in. That's your turn. You are lying on the ground, on your back. But you are alive.
Right.
Ten, 9.
Exactly the same length of time. Yeah.
I will crawl up to both of my feet.
15 for the movement.
I will stand in front of it.
Okay. Yeah.
And I will kneel. And I will say, forgive my and my allies' insolence. I will heed proper respect. And I bow my head.
Okay. Roll. I mean, it's so easy. Yeah, roll persuasion.
Disadvantage on this because of the scars.
Oh, that basically play rules.
Oh, fuck the scars!
Okay.
The scars!
Man, that was an unfortunate scar. We'll leave. Okay.
You're fucking shitting me.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Azarka's turn.
Only the stash didn't care.
Azarka is just kind of like watching in like a beach. Well, she doesn't feel she can be doing anything.
Doesn't help the cat out? Wow.
Like, I can't really do much.
Hey, Mom. I'm good, how are you?
Good. The Twitch documents.
What the fuck are you unmuting yourself now?
Unmuted yourself.
Oh, wait. I thought I was muted.
Yeah, you were, and you unmuted yourself.
Right, Richard, okay.
I'm guessing the bridge is a bit too big for you to use mending.
Bitch,
So
It's a tiny bit too big, you know?
yeah, a tiny bit big. I will ready an action to healing light any either Xeno or Alcmenos if they come into range.
Okay, if they come within range. Okay, Sky, are you still talking?
Okay.
Chris, it's your turn.
Right, my turn. Excellent. What did Richard do?
I read it in
ready-
action to healing
ready
light.
to-
Okay, and Azarka didn't attack it or anything, did she?
No.
Okay, I'll pull myself up.
Yep.
Scramble up and turn around. I guess I'll prepare an action to shoot it if it harms Alcmenos.
Harms Alcmenos. Okay.
Or attempts to harm Alcmenos.
On its turn, it basically you like did your heartfelt cry and everything. Alcmenos basically it doesn't seem to like respect it in any way, but
But also,
But what? We didn't hear the but.
it doesn't respond to your heartfelt cry in any way. But it also doesn't seem to even acknowledge your appearance, and it's basically like strides like almost like over and around you. You know, like basically just like push you out the way, kind of. You know, like you have to like a bit to get out of the way, and it is just like striding towards what's his name?
Xena.
Ah! Can move a
A
bit
long
farther.
stride.
It's a bit
I mean,
of
it does it for 6 seconds, and it's a large creature.
But Alcmenos gets an attack of opportunity, right?
I choose not to take it.
Yeah, you do. Okay, Zeno, your turn. This thing is up in your face.
Yes, it is. Okay, would it be feasible to expect, looking at both the bridge and the thing, to expect a successful thunder wave to knock it off the bridge?
Give me the descriptions on the wave again.
It knocks something 10 feet away from you if it fails to save.
It would be in like a box like this then.
I mean, I would have to go like here and then cast it like to try and push it off the bridge.
Give it a check to regain footing, or
What?
I would give it a check to see if it could hold on or like stop itself falling or not.
The first has
It would get like an if it failed, it would get an acrobat check to like basically stop itself falling.
So what you're saying is it's extremely unlikely.
Based on how you know, based on how I mean, based
They
on
have advantage against magic effects anyway.
Exactly, it's more the spell. Like you think if the spell worked, there's actually like a decent chance it might get knocked off. But if the spell, like, there's a large chance the spell wouldn't work, and even if it does, there's still a chance. But like it, yeah. I mean, it looks, it's a big and very tall people late on the. So like, if you hit it with the thunder wave, there's like a good chance. But like, the chance of hitting with the thunder wave, you're not confident about.
It's my turn coming up. Can I talk, or is it?
You can. It depends what you want to say. Quick words.
I say to Zeno, pay respects to the shrine of the god.
Okay.
In my
Zeno,
mind,
your
it
turn.
definitely works.
Okay, what I do is I will put the canoe down.
Okay, yeah.
Oh shit, shit's getting real.
I don't think we're getting the canoe back, boys. No matter which way this goes.
Oh snap.
The canoe is ripped.
I hope there was a plan following the dropping of the canoe.
Yeah. Oh, there was a plan.
It dies. You found its weakness.
I smashed it with the canoe. It's extremely effective, right?
I see right here. Immunity non-related.
Non-canoe related.
It's an adamantine canoe, right?
Tom. Oh yeah. Why so heavy? Right, Tom. What do you do?
No, it's not about like doing or not doing. It's about just the character, what he values more. Because I'm not sure for this situation.
Does he value the canoe more or his life?
Pretty valuable canoe.
Well, it's gold now. What the fuck?
Never asked them.
Okay, no, I'm yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna move up here. I'm gonna move up here, and I will cast Thunderwave.
Okay, exciting times. Okay, DC 13.
Like up, like up and like towards like the hole, like this place.
Does have +5 to con. What happens? Unfortunately, it takes half damage, so it does take some damage, but it doesn't barely seem to affect it. But it is not pushed backwards, and the canoe is destroyed as the Thunderwave rips it.
No, I'm not aiming at the canoe. I put the canoe down behind,
Kidding.
Hey, the canoe's fine. The canoe's fine. Okay.
I commend us. You see.
Hey, I can still move. I can still
move
and run away and shit.
Yeah.
Only done like
10 feet. Yeah. You still have 20 feet left.
Yeah.
Back the way I came, boys.
You can jump off the bridge with that feet.
Ooh, technically, only 100 feet down.
Yeah. You could have gotten off the bridge.
I will say, one thing I will say, basically.
One thing you will say, which is
I'm gonna change Discord voice settings.
Yeah.
I think if he speaks slowly, it's better.
I'm gonna just straight up put on I'm gonna turn off automatically determine and just have it put this on automatic determining, which maybe sucks. Okay, let me know if this sounds better or if there's still problems. Okay, wait, this is still working.
Yeah, still good.
Wow, okay, good. So Tom, I will say, as you kind of look around, you're desperately looking for a way out of this problem. You do see that underneath the vines, like in the, I think it looks at the picture at the top at least. Maybe it doesn't. There are lots of vines kind of hanging off the bridge. Technically, you could probably climb over the side, try and use the vines to climb almost underneath the bridge. It probably wouldn't even be too difficult. Obviously it'd be very dangerous, but the vines are a lot, and if you're confident in your abilities, it wouldn't be impossible at all.
Well, if I start climbing off now, it gets an attack of opportunity.
It would still get an attack of opportunity. Yeah.
And if I fail, I'd probably fall off the bridge, which is not the best.
What,
you do have inspiration, though.
If you fail, what, sir?
Oh fuck! I got inspiration.
No, if it hits me while it's climbing down, I'm probably gonna fall off or something, right? Assuming the situation, right? In any case, it's bad. If it knocks me out, it's shit,
if it knocks you out, obviously that'd be bad. But if it hits you, technically that isn't how, if you attack, that isn't gonna, you're not climbing when you get that,
The players, Tom, you move to this square here to trigger the attack, and then once he's hit you, then you move off, and he can't hit you while you're climbing. Genius.
Can he kill you with a 3d8 plus 6?
Yes.
6.
We're level 3! Like, come on!
It's easy, man. You have a lot of HP.
I took a hit, no problem.
The 3d8 is enough.
Don't you have D8?
Yeah,
Don't
you
you have
got
D8?
AC.
Okay, Tom, you got to say, come on.
Yeah, I gotta say. No, I'm just gonna attempt to just run here. I'm gonna run this way.
Okay, it does try to attack you as you.
Yeah, of course it does. Come on, less than 18. Come on. No, that's not less than 18.
Terrible on the damage though. Terrible on the damage.
Shit on the damage though.
Terrible, he says.
I'm still up.
It swings with you and on a Zark. It's all Aquaman, so your turn. You see that he made it past me, so gotta, slam back with evil.
I'm eating 2 attacks now.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I've got something.
Uh-oh. Thunder Boys go out together.
Which are pretty... But it's from the origin, right? So direction you choose.
Well,
Alright, okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
take out my horn. If this doesn't work, then
God damn it, I
my
should have
bad.
went invisible.
I'm gonna stand here, I'm gonna pull the horn again, and this time the runes on the other side glow. And I will use Gust of Wind.
That's a win,
Wait, I should use a description. So...
11 strength save.
Okay, but then there's other stuff as well.
Okay.
Even if he does make that. Includes
Oh yeah, the
description on...
movements get halved or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 60 feet. Oh, so it's just like boom, and it's like
Yeah, and
okay.
like wind starts blowing that way.
Each seemed to start a turn there. Okay, so it doesn't actually happen now. It starts on its turn.
Okay, and then I hope the way it works is that because I cast it here, then if I move backwards, it still remains here, right? Like it's the wind.
Yeah. Is it concentration, by the way?
Like you can walk backwards, right? You can walk backwards and keep blasting in that direction, I think.
Yeah, you could do that.
Actually, no, it's a bonus action to change the line's direction, so it's always going to fire the same way. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Just 60 feet in a line, pointing west.
But it is from you, I will say. Yeah, yes.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
just
yeah,
don't,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's better.
Don't
If I
move behind
when I'm
Zeno,
here
of
or if
course.
I move up. But
Up to you, my friend. What do you
up to
do?
me. Yeah, no, I don't want to have Zeno be maybe
Yeah,
not
Zeno
back if
would
he fails
definitely
his
be in
strength
the
save.
wind. Yeah.
So that I'll do it from here.
Couldn't you do it like that?
It's like really broad, right?
No, it's 10 feet wide. It would have worked.
Oh, it's simple.
Okay, so you just stand where you are.
Yeah, I stand where I am, cast it, and then run back with the remaining movement I have.
Wait, but if you run back, doesn't it still comes from you, right?
Yeah, see, this was
You can change its direction, but I think it still said it comes from you.
Okay, in that case, I will. And I can't.
But
really
couldn't you,
action because
like-
it's an action.
Yeah, wait, I'm finding like a post about it 1 second. The
Like, if
spell
it's,
moves with the caster. Yeah, it moves with the caster. But the range itself, so it's like.
but if it's 10 feet wide,
No, it's from you. Yeah, if you move back.
if it's 10 feet wide, couldn't it be on the side of the
yeah, technically
the
you could
bridge
do it like yeah,
and hit
technically
the
you could-
golem and not Zeno?
Yeah, wait,
Is
how?
it true?
Oh,
Like if you stand here,
okay.
on,
Yeah,
like
that's-
closest
that's
to
fine.
the.
You can do it like
yeah,
that.
sure.
no problem.
I'll
Okay,
line
so
up.
it is in it, and it's not. I understand.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Azarka, she just basically she see all my kids, and it's like, please, my friends,
We're
Yeah.
trying!
Richard. Yeah, but what you.
No, I
Richard.
move with my remaining.
Oh, yeah,
6
go
feet
with
on
5 again.
Yeah, so no.
Oh, okay.
Where's the strength check, by the way? Ian.
It does on his turn. If he just started turn.
Yeah,
before.
just read the
Oh,
spell.
right,
Watch
okay.
it. Come on, man.
Richard, your turn.
I mean, yeah, I do. Wait, is he 6 feet close to me now?
Definitely.
Yeah, then before it's my turn, I actually healing
Yeah,
item
you get that spell off. Yeah, ready to.
for a D6.
Hmm?
Get a bit more HP.
Get some more.
Get some more HP.
Then on your actual turn.
I will Let's see, how far away is he? He definitely isn't within X range anymore.
Nope. Plus 3 HP, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, easy.
It might be
yeah,
one shot, so.
Yeah, right. I will ready an action to hex the statue if it comes within range.
Nice. Are you actually casting a spell on your turn?
You have to, if you ready a spell, you cast it.
Oh yeah, you cast it, right? That's how spells work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You doing anything with bonus or movement?
Nope. Thank you.
Sky, your turn.
I take a shot at it.
Okay.
I loose an arrow.
If you need, find the strength within yourself, Chris. Oh, never mind.
Strength is so far off. There is no strength.
You unfortunately shoot in a completely the wrong direction.
This is
The wind.
It's one of
It's okay.
This was like one of Kami's Luxults.
I'm used to the wind. Now I've adjusted for the wind. I action surge and shoot it again.
Okay.
Another one.
Oh my god.
11 does not hit.
I had a plan.
Oh man. Very sad. I would love to see it.
Same!
On its turn, it makes a strength save. Plus 6.
Come on, 1, come on.
Fortunately not. It requires double movement.
It's nice knowing you guys.
It's still close enough to go 5 and 15. As it just basically pummels its way through the wood and attempts to attack. It has advantage, right?
What?
No, you're not down yet. You're not down
Not
yet.
down yet.
The only problem with how you have the mic now is we can hear you click when you click on the.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry,
that's
I can
fine.
say
I like
It's
that.
better than I'm cutting out.
19, Tom.
Ugh, that hits. That is have 18 AC, and I'm down.
Okay, you're down. It basically... Oh, it can't have any more movement. But it fixates its gaze now on you, Aquaman lost.
Hmm.
And, yeah, that's his turn. Your turn.
I am very much down.
Yep.
Injuries.
Oh, no, you have to roll injury save, sorry.
Okay.
That was an injury save. That wasn't his death.
No, you have to roll on the injury table, Tom.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Who's
What's
the
that?
guy?
Just a D20, right? That's
Yeah,
not the
D20.
fucking dead.
You don't roll a
Right
1.
side, I'm not sure that'll matter for long.
16.
Some kind of scar.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a scar of some sort, it's fine.
Or is
So-
it
no,
the
it's
festering wound?
Festering wound.
It's
but
a
it
festering
won't
How
matter.
does that happen
Yeah,
with a
I
stone
can
statue?
take that.
Everyone can heal that.
Yeah. But roll an actual death
No.
save.
Oh god.
You fail, and you fail by 5 or more, so you have to roll on the injury table.
Oh no. It doesn't get on this one. It's fine.
Broken ribs.
Jesus!
Whenever-
What? I thought he rolled a
attempt to
save.
act-
No save?
No, you don't roll it. Did we do a roll on that?
I don't know. We're rolling a save like every time we roll
Okay,
an
well,
injury
we
table
roll a
last
save.
time.
Okay, yeah, then
Get
it's
that
fine,
shit
that's
down.
fine. And it's
Whoa.
Aquaman lost your turn. He seems to have failed this check.
Okay, well, I'm out of tricks, boys.
Well,
Well, you're
the wind is
still halving
happening,
it,
The wind is still happening, yeah.
Still halving movement, so you're fine.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm outie, but I feel very guilty for losing them. I will use my my Emissary of the Sea ability.
Okay.
I look into the river. Any aid comes from the river here.
Not that you spy
Like
quite
a massive shark jumps over the bridge, like slaps it off the bridge, right?
Oh, okay. Well, no Aquaman today, I guess.
No. Technically move, try to pick him up and run back another 30 feet. Just saying.
Yeah,
You
but
can
he'll
move
attack
pretty
me.
I will say at this point, Jacko, you've been fighting this thing long enough. You don't think it has 10-foot reach.
I don't think that's
No, you don't think it has. He keeps on attacking the 5-foot square nature at least.
Okay, but I move half speed if I'm dragging someone, right?
No, unless it's
Not
too
unless It
heavy.
goes beyond your strength capacity.
And you should be strong enough to carry me.
Yeah, the canoe, however, must be left behind.
Well, the canoe is like here.
yeah.
canoe's here.
But are you looking pleadingly at the canoe, or do you
Okay, but I'm gonna give it a shot, damn it. I'm gonna move here 25 feet. Drag Xeno with my action. That's another 45. No, 35.
35. Yeah. So you could technically end up in like the square. Okay. You have 35. You're starting in that square, right? Not in the square.
Yes. So there, and I will change. I can't rage because that'll stop the concentration. So I'll just move the gust as best I can.
Okay. Yeah. At this point, like, if you position it probably in like the middle, right? Like.
Yeah.
That way, it what's it called?
Okay, there's no way around it.
Yeah, there's no way into it around it. Yeah. Azarka, more just like looking on in terror. Richard. Both technically Tom, you should have moved. So. Because technically, like, you are within range to heal him now, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do on my turn.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Let's heal him for a D6.
Okay.
But you will lose Hex because you had that.
Wait, I mean, what's the range of Hex?
It's 90. It's not within range. Oh wait, might actually be.
Yes,
oh, it is. Oh yeah, it got Hex and it's bad on strength checks.
Okay, bad on strength checks. Okay. Ooh. No, is it a strength check?
Oh no, it's a save. Check.
Save. It says strength save on the spell check.
Yeah. So. Okay. You get 4 HP, Xeno.
Okay, Xeno, you're back at it.
I'm back at it. Yay.
I'm beginning to believe.
Anything else, Richard? Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I fire another arrow at it.
Cool.
Oh!
No! Now, what do
you remember Alchemon's words?
Are you trying anything special, or are you just shooting a normal arrow at it?
I shoot an arrow at it, and then when it hits, I awake the magic deep inside to cast on it, and I gotta roll a crit damage. I know this doesn't do damage like God.
Epic music for this.
We're gonna go for a grasping arrow. This arrow strikes the target. Conjuration magic creates grasping poisonous brambles, which deal damage type. I'm pretty sure it doesn't take twice, but crucially, they slow it by 10 feet, even if they don't deal damage. It's brambled up, and there's no save.
It
has to use action to remove them.
It takes slashing damage, but that's not magic slashing damage. It's slashing.
I mean, you could make an argument.
Yeah, I don't believe it. Okay.
But it's crucially it's slowed.
Okay, so yeah, you guys just watching, you've been brought back to life, and you look back at this monster bearing down you.
We're holding it back!
Flies back, and as it hits it doesn't seem to sink into it, but, these brambles appear, and it's wrapped up, and the wind is blowing it back, and it's just... Or maybe we should hit disadvantage for it.
And it has to do a strength athletics check to remove it.
Oh,
it can't do. It's disadvantage. There's no way it'd make the DC.
It's its turn. It is trying to struggle against all these things. First of all, it gets the save against your thing, right?
Yeah. And
it's 14. Oh.
But okay, so it's got the brambles. So it's just like determinedly, basically, marching forward, pushing against the wind.
So 10 feet.
So it has 20 feet movement now, because you're reducing in movement, speed by 10 feet. So it's got 20 feet, which is halved again to 10. Okay, so it's using its action to go 20, but it's still, even with using its entire turn going forward, it doesn't make it far till it goes 5, 10, or 15. It spent its whole time, fighting against these barbs and against the wind, but it just can't get any further. And it is now, it's your turn. You have some actual distance between it and you now for once.
So, I'm still on the ground, right?
Still on the ground.
But you have HP, so you're away.
I have HP. I can move like that.
But you... No.
So why does Chris get the epic music?
This is our combined efforts in making an epic slowing of the thing.
You're right. I'll get one for the Horn of Gondor, Jack, that I'll play with.
Oh, and as I slow it, I say, "Where's the wind coming from?"
Okay, Xeno, what are you doing?
It's a bridge.
I can't wait to hear for this. If you try to
what was the jumping over?
It would normally count at 15. Which, if you have a strength score of 15, you can just straight up jump 15. That's how jumping works. I don't know. Is your strength score 15?
Easy. 16.
Yeah, then you can just straight up jump this.
Oh, nice.
You have to have movement for it, but if you do,
dash you can make.
Dash.
If you dash, you can just straight up make it jump over.
I stand up, put a shoulder, on Alchemed's
hand on the shoulder.
Hand! Fuck!
We always
A hand on the shoulder, but also like helping myself up. Oh, thanks, friend. Seems to be float. Let's jump. And I run over and jump over the gap.
Nice. Yeah, you make it. No problem. He lands on the other side, in the arms of the others. Alcmenos, your turn. Mono-y-mono.
Alcmenos' wind aids his ability to jump in the opposite direction to the way it's blowing.
Definitely.
Oh, that doesn't make any sense. It's thrust.
I turn to the statue and say, "Forgive me for desecrating your shrine." And then I run away.
Yeah, you have easy strength, right? No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just make it to the other side. Zarku basically grabs you in her arms, pulls you over. She takes a step back, and we can add action initiative. Well, you're planning.
Are we gonna
what
this
are
guy
doing?
from out of range?
That's the question, right? Zarku basically just kind of grab you as you came over, and she tries, pull you further away from the edge.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, and you guys see the creature basically stomps over to the edge. No,
I have a prepared action to shoot it if it looks like it's going to try and make the jump. If it just walks up to the edge, then I do. But if it's taking a run up, then I want to shoot it right at the. I want to root it right at the edge.
Stomp over to the edge, but doesn't appearing to try to make the jump. So you just carefully back away, basically, while keeping your bow trained on it.
Stomps over to the edge, and with that stomp prepares to jump, and the bridge just crumbles underneath it.
Sorry about your puzzle.
If only you'd done the guidance.
I say to him.
Okay.
I say, sorry about your puzzle.
The architect let us leave.
Yes.
And you head off, Dima?
Look after the canoe. We might be back for it later.
I'm more stronger and possibly smaller.
Oh man. Yeah, hopefully a bit stronger. Okay, you guys get back onto the.
Sorry about that, everyone. I think I didn't quite understand the nature of the trial.
It was a curious ritual. I do not blame you.
But I did magic, though. It worked, just like you said, in the hour of need. I just concentrated, and there was a tingly feeling in my back, and it just worked.
Shut the fuck up! No. You're not allowed to
reckon. You didn't tell me you had to concentrate the tingling in your back.
Your power increases tenfold, indeed.
Okay. So you guys...
Actually 50-fold, I'm pretty sure.
50, exactly.
Get out of here, nerd.
Original sub, whatever.
You're all fucking nerds, you know that? I don't even know what you're talking about. I assume it's really nerdy.
That's rude. Why would you think us nerd?
Why the fuck can't I fucking make this thing work? I swear this hex is going to drive me mad. Okay, you guys...
I rub my bruises and look at Zeno. The power of the gods.
Zeno, you got hit with a hex. Have you been... Oh, you got healed, right? So it's already
No. Well,
yeah, he got healed, so...
Yeah, you got healed, already gone.
And I heal, I use this as well myself.
Okay. Okay, yeah, it's up to you, do you keep going for the rest of the day, or do you, instantly take, a short rest once you're, a decent distance away? After, turn to you and, are you okay to continue, or should we rest for a while?
I'm okay, but kind of glance at the... We could take a rest, I wouldn't object.
Wouldn't mind her.
I wouldn't mind.
I'm sorry.
An hour won't stop for this.
I say I'm sorry I have to leave the canoe.
He's it should not matter too much, at least in the journey to Kursabao we will not need it. From there we will see.
Yes, and at least we know where we left it.
She doesn't respond to it.
Well, it's got a pretty potent guardian now.
This is true, I guess, but...
Consider it a sacrifice for our lives.
Okay, so if we're gonna rest, I'm going to heal Alcmenos.
I mean,
So how does
hit
this-
dice.
You could just use his
God
hit dice
damn it.
though in the short rest. That's
But
it.
Yeah,
then
but
you
I
do
meant
get
like
for
if
same
something
thing.
happens before. Also, it's another D8. I need to fix this. Wait.
Another D8? Okay, yeah, put everything.
Yeah, because I higher level, but
So
it's
an extra 5, so 14.
So,
yeah.
plus 14? Okay. That's-
Okay,
That higher level
Wait,
thing.
Same for me, actually. Fuck's sake, what is this?
But no, he casts all his spells at that point. Wait, yours already has an 8 above
I-
it.
No?
This is 8, then a 10.
Oh,
higher level
I
cast
missed that top bit. I'm an idiot.
It's 18.
Okay, let me be.
You did a lot of heal. Okay, yeah,
How
so
do
you guys
I make spells like cast at higher levels and stuff?
can figure it out later, Potter.
Oh.
Excellent. Okay,
2 of maximum. Okay.
so do you guys still do short rest? In which case,
Yeah.
you can... Okay, so yeah, you can roll hit dice. Were you rolling hit dice? Chris? You get hurt? Oh yeah, you took the full damage. Well, that's exactly the damage. No, it's not. It would have been the max damage.
Yeah, you did like
Okay.
6, right?
I guess you did right everything. Yeah, you have your short rest and then continue on for the rest of the day. And thankfully, there is no troubles until nightfall, and you set up camp, eat your dinner. By the way, Tom, are you keeping track of the mosquito repellent? By the way, or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, how many days have been? I
Chris, are you
didn't
keeping
today.
track of days for him? You're muted, Chris. I told you this.
Let me. I haven't had anything to say until now.
3 days?
I have
7th day of our journey. So 8th was the first day of travel here. So 8th day, 9th day, 10th day. Today is the 11th day of our journey.
So you've used in total 44 vials.
Well, yeah, 44 doses.
Doses.
Okay.
Okay, Tom?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yep, you set up camp. Same watch as always.
Yep.
There's no problems. Unless anyone do anything, another day. Okay. So as I kind of talk to you at night, it's like, so now you said you wish to try to find this dragon, the bones,
If we can.
place it lay. She
I-
kind of
I-
said, tell me again, where were you told it was?
Let's see. The rumor said that that there was once a great green dragon in Chult, and her bones mark a secret treasure trove. From Mesro, you should go east across the Laughing Gorge, as we've done, and then travel south towards Kirsabal, and apparently we should find them. I doubt it'll be that easy, but at least we know which way we need to head.
She kind of, she's like, there's miles of jungle here. And, well, dragons are large, but I'm not large. We may get lucky, but I can only do so much. I will just take us direct to Kursabao, as I know.
Yeah.
That's what Kursabal is, yeah.
Kirsabal is the Birdfolk Monastery.
It's the actual name of it.
Where we met the guy from there. He told us to come back and meet Ashara, or whatever his boss was called, or his mentor or something. I can't remember what he called her. And
Leader, priest, or
yeah, and also we know that they're holding the last royal heir of Chult hostage.
I mean, we've heard. Nose is strong. Okay, yeah, so you just tell her to head straight there, and she will come to head straight that way she can. Okay, next day then, navigation room. Okay, so like throughout the day, it appears that Chief perhaps isn't as comfortable with this area of Chult. Perhaps she doesn't often head over the gorge that often, and she's doesn't seem confident about the exact direction she is heading in. So I wanted to delete the token, but no, then you went here. I'll just move it to the. But apart from that, you're still traveling throughout the day, and she's trying her best, but she's not doing quite good enough. Bad as well.
What kind of role is she doing?
Survival.
Survival. Okay, I'll
You can't aid in the navigation.
I can't aid.
Oh, you can do guide.
Guidance.
Guidance. Guidance. You could. Okay.
Yeah. Wisdom, right?
Yep. I mean, this is just a default, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So like, she starts to look a bit lost in the morning, and you kind of notice this, and you try to like aid her, and like after you do, she's like, "Oh, thank you, Richard. That is, which is almost thought I lost my bearing, but I believe I I believe now I know the way. And yeah, it works well. She seems to be more on track. Okay. Cool. So you guys, I can put you back on the map.
As we wander along, I will be experimenting with my magic and trying to focus my energy in my back. And at some point,
I let loose a cry of joy, and you turn and see that I'm holding an orb that's telling me what the weather's going to be like for the next 24 hours in this area.
What?
How do you do that?
With Druidcraft.
Oh, wow. Crazy.
You
be
shoot
like...
an arrow and suddenly you're holding...
No, I'm just...
it's just a feeling in the back.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I cast some magic. I discover a spell. And what I'm doing here is knowing what the weather's going to be like.
Quite fairly heavy rain during the night, but nothing too ridiculous. 24 hours. You kind of get this in the middle day. Tomorrow morning, a light shower, but the rain is easing up from the night.
Explain this to me in the form of harmless sensory effect.
Well, the effect only manifests. Okay, you see like a nice sky, and there's like heavy rain, and then as the sun starts to rise, then the rain lessens.
That's beautiful. It's like a little, it's like a bonsai.
It's very cute.
Can we see this as well?
Yeah, I show everyone. To my delight. I'm like, look.
Look, yeah, you guys can look.
I was under the impression your magic related to archery.
I was too, but the elves practice many forms of sorcery, I suppose. This must just come with the territory.
I have heard of their magics. It has toppled empires.
Hasn't it just?
This seems like a very handy spell to have in there.
And I can do this, and I make some flowers bloom, like the flourish, like a sort of conjurer. I guess I can't appear flowers. Like I make a flower by the path, like blossom beautifully.
So as you guys are like basically, as you're through amazing mastery of the elements, Chris, the day passes without too much more trouble. But when you are looking for a place to set up camp for the night, once you have finished the day's travel, as you round a corner, you will stumble across quite a wondrous sight. In front of you, there is a 120-foot radius sphere of winter weather. All the plants and all the surfaces around you are covered in glittering ice and frost. And if you you're all like you notice this, like when you kind of round a corner and you're close. And even though like you're maybe now 20 feet from where the sphere seems to basically appear, you can still feel like a slight chill in the air.
I checked the weather forecast here.
It doesn't seem to have changed.
Okay. I just like flip out my orb, like,
But Azark is kind of looking at this and wondering, she's like, I've never seen such a thing.
If you give me a moment, I will see if I can detect any magic, and I will ritual detect magic.
Okay, so you start casting spell for 10 minutes. What are the others that you're doing while
it's a lot of movements.
How big did you say it was?
120-foot radius sphere. So
it's like a big area.
Area. Just like, just incredibly icy and like just everything frozen in place.
Do we see anything alive, like beasts or...
The Night King?
No, not the can't see anything.
And the other dead walkers.
I go up to the edge of it. How does it feel like it's like painfully cold? Like if I entered it, I might start taking cold damage, sort of thing.
I'm gonna tell you, Chris. Well, it gives me a temperature how it would be. If you feel like if you were in there, you're this good at judge of character. If you're in there, the temperature within it would probably be close to minus 30 degrees.
Yow!
Russia levels.
Yeah, like as you get close, it is like
like my fire like stands on end a little bit, and I'm like, it's absolutely frigid in there. What do you think it might be?
Kind of like tries to come close with you, and she's like, I'm sure it looks like some sort of magic in this incredibly huge area.
Sort of powerful. Literal permafrost. Yeah, it must remind you of home, Richard?
Yes, it's too bad I don't have my normal winter clothes home.
I thought you meant your fishing equipment.
my fucking fishing equipment.
Yes, I have to admit, I didn't think to pack much cold weather gear for Chult either.
Look down at my glistening chest.
Yeah, you won't fucking freeze. You got it in the sweat. Like even when you stand quite close, right? Like the sweat is starting to like
The chill of the depths is nothing to this man.
Okay, you're right. Sure, that's right.
I am amphibious, Ian.
Oh yeah, you are. You're
Come
right. Deep air and water. You try to do all this so you can withstand the deep cold, Jack.
Guardian of the Depths.
There you go.
Resistant to cold damage. Nice.
Yeah.
Is
and it's very cold, and you can feel your
I investigate the area around it. How long does it look like this effect has been here? What has it done to the plant life? Like immediately inside it and immediately outside it?
Immediately inside, like everything covered like quite a thick layer of like.
Okay, sure.
Like, outside it, like in the area like 5 feet around, some plants have started like maybe die because of the cold.
Right.
But once you get even like 15 feet, there's like no sign of anything.
Started dying. So it's not like it. It doesn't look like it's been here for like 100 years or something.
I mean, started dying like in distance, right? Like the ones nearby.
Okay.
Like how long it's been here? Like,
but like, are there dead plants? Like the plants that have like grown and like grew in this area at some point in the last 100 years or something, and have been killed by it.
So it's like really close by, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So it's like it's not like a permanent feature of the world or anything. It's okay.
Wait, what? It's
like as in like because the plants would have grown.
Plants grew here.
Yeah, plants did grow here at some point. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I mean, the plants inside, right? Which
yeah. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, Zark is just like, sorry, Richard. Yeah, at this point, your spell completes. So, tech magic. Yeah, there was definitely magic. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What was the school though?
Yeah. What is the school?
What did the school have been?
Conjuration? I don't
know. No, it would have been evocation.
Evocation.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what. Yeah.
Makes sense. Well, I suppose we can just go around it. I do rather wonder what's caused it to be here, though.
So you said there was like snow as well, like.
No, just a heavy layer of frost. Like all the water that would be on the plant or the dew and everything is just like frozen out. All the moisture in the area. Some of the trees are like split open, and it's like just pure cold. Pure cold. This does, yeah.
I would assume there's an origin in the center, but.
Can we see to the center from here?
Yeah, like not clearly, but there's like it's still like heavy on the.
But there isn't like a big glowing orb or something.
You can't see anything that's. Okay.
There would if it's like it'd probably be like a haze of like ice crystals in the air, right?
Yeah,
because like the moisture would like really weird, go down into it from the jungle.
It's magic.
Magic. I mean, like like Argumentos, like this is very cool, but like you are used to the deep depths. Like you can probably walk in this and be okay.
Investigate.
Yeah, I mean, I will say it reminds me of the depths of the sea.
You mean you can handle this kind of cold?
I believe I can reverse it.
But like the natural humidity and the sweat and moisture that's in my fur is like freezing into spikes standing near it. So I'm kind of looking like a weird sort of porcupine. I'm like, I might skip this one.
Make this?
You should get used to this, Sky, if you ever wish to visit my homeland.
I'll just remember to dress warmer.
Like this would still be like really cool if you have Menos, but like it would be survivable. Like you wouldn't want to spend a long time in there, but you could walk through it.
Maybe do a little jog.
What do you
like? You have resistance to damage, right? Like it's not like you cannot take cold.
Well, whatever it is, it's probably in there somewhere, isn't it? Are there magical creatures in Chult that can summon an area of snow and frost?
Like none that I have ever heard of.
Is this the third time Ian has dropped it all?
Yeah, that's a low number.
Okay, my job at the end.
Well, I answered. He asked, "What do you think caused this?" Right?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't asking Ian.
Who are you asking?
Yeah. No, just in general. I was saying.
Yeah, and I answered.
Yeah. But I was like,
I
said something else.
How large?
I didn't hear what else you said.
Ian?
120-foot radius.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Big.
Yeah, Zark is like, I never heard of such a creature, but I do not know all the creatures in Chult. I know many, but to say I know all would be arrogant.
Well, what do you think, Alcamenos? Do you want to investigate, or shall we just go around it?
I kind of shrug and say, I do not believe this is related to our cause. It
gives me the heebie-jeebies too. Okay, well, I guess we'll keep our best eye on you.
Okay.
Okay.
Try not to wake any, golems or anything.
I nod and walk in with a swift gait.
Yeah.
I will give him guidance for perception checks, whichever thing that is.
But the guidance is just any check you make in the next minute. So.
I thought it was a specific.
No, that's like Cat's Grace or like this says.
Yeah, guidance is literally anything. But you said like earlier, like it's fine. But it is literally the next check they do. Okay. So what are you doing, Alchemanos?
I will walk straight to the center.
Okay. You get to what you imagine is the center.
of its choice. Never mind.
As you walk, what's that?
And once I get there, I will try to investigate any origin.
Okay. Roll investigation.
I'm a motherfucking Sherlock Holmes over here.
I'm trying to keep an eye on Kamenos as best as I can. I don't want him to, die.
Nice.
Add that D4, Kamenos.
Hey.
I mean, it looks exactly the same with the rest of it. You like one patch looks the same as any other patch. You can't see any discernible origin of it or any kind.
If I look the opposite direction from where the others are, do you see anything else of interest, or just like that snow and ice?
It looks exactly the same the way you came.
Mm-hmm.
Like obviously, the plant life and everything's slightly different, but like in terms of the actual conditions, exactly the same.
I will yell out. If the being that caused this is still here, show yourself.
Silence, just bird from some distance away, but no answer.
Show yourself. Okay, I will go back to the others.
Okay. Yeah, you weren't in there that long. You don't really have any ill effects, so it's very cold even for you by the time you left, but nothing. A little time in the warm Chult summer fix.
I just shake my head as I come close.
Go around then.
As I can nod, it's like, yes, I do. Well, it doesn't feel like a glad omen, at least. I'd rather have. We have camp.
I keep a suspicious eye on it, Ian, as we go around.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of eventually, lose sight of it as you head deep in the jungle and find a new camping spot and set up for the night.
As we spend time there, is there any sign that it's spreading?
No, not at all. Okay.
That was odd.
Dark and nods like I have traveled the jungles for almost decades now, and since thing as well.
Have you ever been here specifically?
I think it's like it would be impossible to say at that exact grove. I have traveled across the gorge, I think, twice before in my life, but I never saw this.
I would call it a sign of an ancient battle or event, but we have not heard any stories of it.
No. But this land is full of stories. Might be more we have not heard.
I don't know if it was ancient. It killed off plant life around it, right? But if it had been there for hundreds or thousands of years, any plant life that it had killed off all that time ago would have rotted away long since.
It would be dead land.
It would be bare ground around it, yes?
Whatever it was, it's appeared in the last week or so, I'd say.
So be on watch for powerful beings.
Ian, I take a prepared action to shoot any powerful beings I see.
Yeah, I mean, Zark is pretty strong. Okay, yeah, you guys set up camp and go in for night and that's some stuff. No, okay. Night passes, actually, uneventfully. No sign of a powerful being.
Who has the scroll, by the way? The magic scroll that we got?
Leaves guy?
Actually, that's a good question. I just made notes of this stuff. I didn't actually add it to my sheet, but like...
Someone's got it. Yeah, because I mean, Project mentioned like a school of
I guess at some point let's
commune with animals, commune with
human
nature.
nature.
at some point let's sort some of this stuff out, right? So we have I'll say to everyone, right? Okay, carry this treasure around for days. Let's sort this out. So we've got these statues, these rather nice. What they even look like? I can't remember. That we got from the start, just the pair of Onyx figurines. You sent a picture, right?
Yeah, I did. Let me look. It should be in your handout still. Let me.
Does anybody have any particular fondness for either of these figurines?
Not especially. They might be of some significance after we get back to Portnian. So
They were of this creature.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll
They
keep
were
those.
called fingers.
What about this ring? Gold carnelian, apparently.
Have we done detect magic on that? Or those things?
I don't think so.
Because that might be.
Since you're detecting now, I hold them out. Well, I guess so. How long does detect magic last? Is it an hour or 10 minutes?
10
Okay, well, I
minutes.
guess you can just cast it again.
I'll
Yeah,
cast
it's
it.
fine. You don't detect any magic on either.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you would have detected the magic.
Right, we've got
Benny,
this coin pouch. I count the coins from the Starge nest. Ian, we got a coin pouch. I don't know how many coins are in it.
Did I not say how many was in it?
I mean, you maybe did at the time, but I didn't notice it. So
Let me check. Sorry. Wait, this one is from where?
from the
It's
Starge nest.
From the Sturge.
Composed body.
15 gold pieces in total from like all the
Nice.
stuff in it.
Okay,
Like
so,
I mean, a mixture of silver, whatever you buy all
so
that.
everyone gets 3 gold coins.
Nice.
You're giving Arazaka stuff?
Yeah.
She kind of agrees. She takes and says that it's not spiritual.
I shrug and say it divides better by 5 than 4.
He's like, even that.
Right, and then we have from the roost we have 730 silver pieces, which divide 5 away nicely into 147 each. No, 100.
She's like, this is much more generous.
146, I think. Yes, 146. It sounds about right. Everyone, it's 146 silver pieces.
Okay. Okay.
She's like, this would have paid my wages for many a month. Thank you.
Right, so it's 210 for me total of those. Weighing down the belt a little bit, though. You have to exchange it for gold later. Okay, we have 4 gemstones worth approximately 50 gold pieces each.
As you're handing this out, I say, I do not value gold much. I could use it for basic necessities, but other than that, I do not see the need. If you need me to carry it, I will.
Why not? Just carry it for now. Share the load. Share the load.
Frodo.
And does anybody? There's only 4 gemstones, and there's 5 of us. Is anybody particularly not mad on it?
It's like you have been generous enough already. Please do not feel obligated.
All right. I must confess, I do rather like the way it sparkles. But I shall hand a gemstone to each member of the party. It's worth 50 gold if you ever sell it.
Gem 50G. Okay. How much does it weigh?
Like nothing.
Negligible.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
A nice trinket to take back home.
And this scroll of something.
Okay. So I know what it is, right? You just
well, you can have found out in time. Yes, commune with nature.
Yeah.
By the way, you guys, because I looked up how spells working, spell schools. Apparently, if a spell's on your class spell list, but it's at a higher level than you can normally cast, you can do like a check to try to cast it, even if you're not high enough level. It is possible.
Okay.
And if it's not on the spell list?
You just can't cast a spell.
Oh. But I'm a barbarian.
Improved illiteracy.
It would be quite. So you're saying we need to do a check if I want to cast a spell?
Yeah. The check would be based on like I'll tell you. You can decide and figure out if the check would be about a DC 50 for this 10 plus spell level.
This, and I know what the
This
spell
5th
is.
level.
Oh.
I know what the spell is.
Is it if it's on your class spell list? I will say
No, it's not a warlock spell. I don't think.
Then you're not sure.
Okay, but I do know it's like a 5th level spell.
Sure.
Would I know if it's a ritual spell or not?
No.
But I would know it's difficult cast.
Very difficult. I mean, impossible for you. Difficult for a normal cast.
It would be
It's
quite
really,
difficult.
it literally says what it is when you fight fucking looted. Like,
it would be quite difficult for us to use the scroll. However, if we keep it until we grow more powerful, there might be a chance I can copy it into my spellbook, in my tome. Yeah,
Sure. I mean, the rate at which we're gaining magical powers, I'm sure you'll be able to make use of it in no time.
And we're all magical as fuck.
Alcamenos' command over the elements is
I actually get
heartening.
I actually get my last spell slot pretty level 9.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you don't, but sure. Don't just quite talk about it, but yeah. Okay.
What do you mean I don't?
Ninth level spells, doesn't mean.
No, I get 5th level spells level 9.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what I said.
Yeah, you're right. Just not. Yeah, I thought you meant the number of slots.
Oh yeah. I never get 9th level. Oh, I do, but
it's weird.
So do we take watch?
Yeah. You guys take watch. Go
normal
on.
watches.
Yeah, no, it's no problem. It seems like the winter does not seem to be, consuming you. And next day, do you continue to do guidance to help Zaha?
Yeah, I do. Also, I guess I'll just do guidance on myself when I do watches as well.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right, hang on a second. Did our hexagon move, or our pentagon move yesterday?
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Our fourth day was the bridge.
You were here when you were on the bridge, and then you basically one day, and it went over.
Fourth day was on the bridge. Fifth day was here. Okay, so yeah, today is.
So
now we're gonna move. Okay.
Yeah, now we're gonna move.
It's a long bridge.
Yeah, and you are gonna into this square. Fast way to go. Okay.
Oh, you've gone pretty fast actually. If you look at it.
Yeah.
So we just cut past another week of traveling.
Yeah, I mean. 6 7. Okay.
If you compare it to our going postal progress,
Oh yeah, that's true. Gonna open that in one day, guys.
What progress, John?
We have an in. Okay. Okay. So.
Wait, how do you now fucking open the engine?
Well, we've been
preparations.
It's been opening night for about 3 weeks, but we haven't played in about 3 weeks, so that's it. We the end of the last session, literally about to open the inn, and then just never got there.
Okay.
How does our 6th day of travel go in?
It goes fairly uneventfully. You eventually find a good place to camp, unless anyone does anything. Straight on to tomorrow. Anyone does anything?
Nope.
Okay. Just trying to make that progress. Next day, you do guidance again. No problem for her. And again, you guys want to move faster. Let me know. How are the vials going, Tom, by the way?
Paying attention.
What's right?
Paying attention.
Okay.
We're still going normal speed, right?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, during the evening, I say perhaps tomorrow we should take a faster pace.
How much of the insect repellent do we have left, Zeno?
About 3/4. A little less than 3/4.
Well, we're doing okay on that, but then again, a faster pace wouldn't kill anyone. I suppose we could make a bit more of an effort.
As long as we can try.
Did we have anything did we have insect essence, incense as well, or
no? Just a repellent.
It's a repellent. Okay.
It's repellent. I guess we have to. Hours, so it's like.
We'll have to keep an eye on that so we can get back to Port.
Well, with 3/4 remaining, we should be fine for now.
Yeah.
But I'm not opposed to quickening our pace tomorrow.
Okay. So as you you're kind of saying this, but as you're going through the day, this day, During the late morning, about 11, as you kind of go around the Benedict jungle and like it's slightly more open this area, you guys see a small herd of dinosaurs basically grazing fairly nearby with some young amongst them. They
Even Patrick, goddammit.
I take my sunglasses off, like.
I put him back on in reverse.
Good work, everyone. For some reason, no handout for this, but like, man, fuck this. I'm not gonna show you like the information about this thing, whatever. Like, it doesn't give any important shit. If I just click show the players here, you don't actually get like the character sheet, right? You just get like the attack.
Yeah, we just get the tail attack.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
Where's
just
5 feet reach?
Just want to give you a slight thing. And they're like. They're not huge. Like, they're large beasts. I mean, at least adult ones seem to be. There's large. There's several, like, kind of smaller young around them, but they're kind of just grazing, almost
Would
like,
you call them hatchlings?
Cows.
Oh, they're cute.
Yeah, I mean, they don't. They kind of, like, look up to you and, like, stop chewing and, like, kind of gab around a little bit, but they don't look, I mean, let's say violent.
Mighty lizards, one calls a dinosaur.
Larka nods, she's like, yes.
I believe I could have taken these in a fight.
I don't think these are.
About 10 of them.
I don't think these are velociraptors.
Larka says, no, I'm not sure. I believe these may be hadrosauruses.
They're
So
amazing. I
shall
want
we?
to try and feed one.
Okay.
Okay.
I give him guidance.
Okay, you give him guidance, okay?
I want to take a fistful of grass, like good lush stuff. I assume they're eating grass, right? They're not.
Yeah. Just undergrowth, yeah.
Yeah. I take a fistful of good lush green undergrowth, and very carefully and very slowly, and in no way acting threatening towards the young.
Not threatening at all.
Approach the mama.
The mama. Okay.
Offer her some grass.
Do animal handling.
Animal handling. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Takes the grass. Kind of chomps at it happily. You're careful with your hands, like a horse, right? You have to make sure you don't put your finger.
I try and stroke it on the snout. Is it?
It lets you.
Nice. Oh.
Yeah.
I was gonna turn and beam at the others.
Yeah. As he's over there talking to you, Azaka turns like the and she's like, I hear that I believe one of the merchant princes pays good money for the dinosaurs that are brought to him. Just putting it out there. And you see like this guy like, ooh.
Like pulling faces at the babies and like.
I don't think we're in a position to be taking dinosaurs back.
Indeed not.
I come back to the party
with explorers who are here for a quick buck.
They seem
that
like
was
kind of
amazing.
beasts.
She's like, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Many dinosaurs in this one. But
Hopefully we'll stick with meeting those who are as kind as these. Or as gentle, at the very
you
least.
will be very lucky in that case. So,
Perhaps
for now at least.
we can hunt them on the return trip. Or if we are hungry, we can taste them tonight.
I think I'll skip on that and stick with what we have eaten so far.
Yeah, that sentient bird was delicious.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, you guys, enjoyed your little Vespa and these cute little dinosaurs, but then continue up. So after lunchtime, when you're heading through the woods, Azarka is kind of in the front, and she's kind of like, she's like, wait, you'll see this? And then she kind of kneels down, and any of you who are nearby, you see that she's kind of like a slimy trail on the ground. It's like almost like shimmering and like.
Wait, so this is later the same day, right? I'm trying to keep track.
Okay, the same day.
I guidance her.
Okay, nice.
All the guidance.
She's like, I believe this is the tracks of a flail snail, if I am not incorrect.
A flail snail?
She nods. She's like, indeed. You can roll
Roll what?
Flail snail.
nature.
Flail snail. I think
Nature.
hard about a
Okay.
flail snail.
I used guidance on her, so I can't use it.
Yeah.
But it's a cantrip.
Ugh.
Here's a cantrip.
Yeah, but you can't all do it at
It's
the same
currently
time.
on her. You've heard of thing in your travel guide very briefly. It's like a creature that people often hunt for a very like kind of cool looking multi-hued shell. You don't really know anything else about the creature apart from like it is often hunted for.
I've heard they're hunted for their shells. Apparently,
Like-
they look crazy.
Like indeed, they're quite interesting creatures. You kind of look at like if you wish we could see if we could follow the trail, but you
Are
kind of
they?
thought it doesn't seem to be going pretty far out of our way.
How dangerous are these creatures?
She's like, they would not normally pick a fight, but obviously if you hunt them, they kind of think, I believe they are almost elemental and slightly resistant to magic, is from what I have heard. In terms of dangerous, I believe for the four of us it would not be a significant threat.
5. There are 5 of us.
Yeah, she said that right.
Personally, I'd
Heard 4.
rather stay away from the spooky snails. They're not cute like the dinosaurs were. But I suppose if someone else wants to go and check them out.
How big are the shell? Shell. How big is the shell?
Kind of things is like maybe 4 or 5 feet across.
Good lord.
I know they can sell for, I think, almost thousands of gold.
Yes, but you'd have to get it out of the jungle.
She's like,
Yes.
of course, true.
Come on, I'm sure we'll find another snail on the way back.
She's like, she's like, of course. She kind of thinks, it's like, I have also heard that shells can be made into. She kind of like items with almost anti-magic properties. I believe the merchant princes often use it to enchant their weapons.
Well, now you're talking.
Ignore the magic snail. Wait a second. It's like,
Anti-magic
I
weapon?
didn't know you could make interesting things out of it. I thought it was just money. Well,
I mean, that is what the price comes from. The shell has certain properties that can be used for anti-magic. I believe shields are often the most common choice made.
I mean, we could. I don't know.
I like a look at Xeno when I hear her say shields.
We could hunt down the snail.
It's a much more like cheerful, or not cheerful is not the right word, but like positive eye rays. You know.
We could just take a piece of the shell. I mean, I can't imagine we get something 5 feet across around with us, but.
I believe Xeno could probably carry it, right?
I try and imagine like a snail shell like 5 feet across. I'm like, it might be a bit awkward. I suppose maybe. Either way, I'm down to try and hunt the snail. Which way do you think it was going? I say, looking at the trail again.
You gave her what's it called, right? Guidance.
Guidance, yes.
Gets up DC +4.
We could aid her on this one, right?
Yeah, you can aid on this one to share advantage.
Nice.
Advantage
Still
plus guidance.
fails.
1 plus D4. Oh, she crit. Nice. And a natural 4
And a
on the
D4.
Yeah.
Ooh, double
So
crit.
she finds it. She's like, I do not believe it is too far away at all. The trail is still fast.
Just over there.
Yeah.
Literally can see it through the
It was like,
trees.
it was off your path, but not like that far away you were heading. And yeah, she followed it for maybe like 45 minutes. And yeah, as you guys head around the corner, this thing like kind of sliming along. I'm gonna give you guys a picture.
That is I understand why it's called a flail snail.
That is one freaky snail. You know, I'd heard of them, but I'd never appreciated the way they had flails.
Damn.
Okay, indeed, and I will put you all on the random encounter map. What about
Let's hit it from afar to begin with.
Yeah, you guys kind of like you charge it. Okay, well, let's calm down a second.
I would fucking grab Alchemedal see if I see him charge.
I was just joking.
Let's wait a second anyway.
He's big.
Okay, we're gonna say you guys are a bit further back, but you know you're trying to keep a distance. You know you're trying to think you're way back there.
Be very, very quiet.
Okay, Sky. You go where?
Oh, we're 90 away. Nice. Perfect.
Yeah, are you guys like when you get close? You should all be trying to stealth. So let's do a group stealth thing. As you are hunting a snail.
And I will guidance myself, I suppose.
Nice.
Possibly I couldn't roll another one on myself.
Yeah, I could.
So the majority's got a.
I can't actually believe this.
40. Roll your d4.
4.
Okay.
And Sky?
Sky, stealth.
I need to roll?
Yeah.
But I'm so good.
Well, you have right
Let's
now
see over there.
2 passes, 2 fails. Okay.
Chris,
That's
you were decided.
A 2, a 1, and a fucking 3. Yeah, it's fucking perfect.
But the snail can be fast, right? We can just.
No, it's not fast, but like basically, you're gonna lose any option as far as anything, and when you get to distance, it basically, what's living, and then it kind of turns to face you and kind of raises its tentacly face in like alarm / anger / whatever the fuck You're this weird looking snail. You don't know what it's doing.
Yeah. Okay. Get the
And it's angry.
Initiative. Yeah, sure, anger. Yeah, could be. Okay.
No, it's happy to see us.
Happy to see you.
Well, snails are like the chillest animal in the world.
God, fucking Dex today. What the hell?
I don't want to go first though. God damn it.
You don't want to go first. Yeah.
Too bad.
Swap.
You can defend us.
I can't hold the dead for D12.
I can hold your action.
Yeah, you can hold action. Ready for when someone else is to attack. Okay, your turn.
Yeah, I will do. I'm
Exactly that.
I'm not the one. I'm not the one hunting, but I know we're hunting it, so I'm just gonna prepare to do the damages like when we are actually engaging. But I'll hold the dead for. I'll hold the action.
Hold.
As someone until someone else attacks.
Until someone else attacks. Okay, it does damage. Okay, that's what I wanted to hear.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So how come I not split them? You don't move at all, either,
Yeah, I will move. I guess I'll move stealthily. Move like 30 feet. I can move up.
I will move up as well, and I will take a guarded stance, i.e. dodging. I'm just kind of like, I just don't say anything.
You guys just sat in the canoe perfectly, even though you can't see it. How did you do this?
What?
Okay, you sat in the canoe perfectly, despite the fact it's on the GM layer. Oh, have you done this? Azaka turns. She backs you up exactly the same. The other side. She's kind of. She kind of ready. Yeah, she readies a shot with a longbow. She readies a shot and she's like, Daddy. And then she's going to ready it, so if anyone says yes, she's going to shoot it. On its turn, it's basically like kind of maybe goes back like 10 feet and looks like it's, defensive.
Wants nothing to do with us. Okay. So he does something else?
There's nothing else.
I will move up 10
feet. It looks like it's very slow, It like 10 feet. Maybe that wasn't it going. Maybe it wasn't like it only goes 10 feet. Maybe it's like it can make it 10 feet.
Okay, it's really slow. Got it.
It's a fucking snail.
I will hex it.
You're gonna hex it. Okay.
And then
it's
I will.
It's not saving throw anything. It doesn't just always work.
No, it just works.
Crazy.
I'm gonna make it bad. It's.
I mean, it just works because you have to hit other shit for it too.
I guess I'm still gonna do strength. Do strength on it. And then Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Wait, you have disadvantage.
I do? It doesn't matter. It's fucking 9.
Okay.
Why do I have disadvantage?
Because
it's a magic shout.
Magic shout.
It's the reason we're here.
Stop. Just re-listen.
And
Jesus.
And because you miss, it gets rolled with d6. See if anything else happens.
Oh, it what's that mean? Okay.
No, it seems like it just bounces off its shelf and nothing negative happens. You have no idea that anything negative happen.
Okay.
Okay.
But it seemed a bit hard to hit it.
It's kind of hard to hit it with the spell, yeah. It seems like the shield kind of almost magically deflected it. Or anti-magically deflected it. Okay, hey, your turn. But it is Zark. Oh no, Zark is such a ready if anyone told her. She definitely.
Yeah.
So you know, she's still readying a longbow, but she looks like.
I say to Azaka, yes.
Yes, you may.
That's what you said. She took a red action in case anyone said yes.
She shoots with a longbow but misses.
Jesus.
I say, sorry, Mr. Snail, but that's a real fancy shell you've got there. And I take a shot.
Ooh.
Oh, you hit.
And I deal damage.
11 damage.
And on hitting, I shall expend a use of Arcane Shot to Grasping Arrow it. And reduce its speed by 10 feet.
Okay.
Wait, it's just standing still now.
It can't take the damage when it
it's
moves because it can't move.
Yeah.
And
That's
I told her that goes off.
Okay, everyone give me time. Give me just 3 attacks. Okay, first of all, when you hit with the arrow, first of all, Chris, you hit one of the tentacles right through there, and one of like the tentacles in the face basically like seems to like die, right? Like kind of falls like limply to the side. And now there's only four tentacles in his face.
Nice. Got him.
The poison, however, does not seem to have any effect on it.
Nice.
Fortunately. It, however, does a completely trapped. The Tool of the Dead is a save. So it has advantage. Advantage on the saving throw, which is Wisdom. 13.
That's gonna fail. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. And it takes 8 damage. Okay. Cool. This does not have a signature attack.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so it's trapped up, pretty hurt. It's kind of like. That's what it sounds like. I'm trying to wiggle it away for you, but it's immovable. I just
I'm just gonna do the same thing again.
Mm-hmm. Wait, when
Toll
is
the
it
dead.
What the fuck is its turn? Oh, it did nothing on its turn. Oh no, wait, I said it dodged, Chris. You have disadvantage on attack roll. Fuck, my bad.
You just said it moved.
I said it took a defensive action, and because, you know, just to dodge.
Oh.
I'll try another. I'll try again.
Okay, it doesn't make any difference.
That just ruins it.
Everything happens exactly the same.
Okay. Yeah, what's the save in?
What do you mean? Oh, yes, you did another tool?
Yeah, I told that. Yeah, on my turn. Yeah.
Okay. On your actual turn, snail, wisdom check.
I guess it would have been.
That
would have had advantage on
rude.
Okay. So as like the spell basically like, you know, tries to have an effect but didn't work, it looks like the shell almost converts some of the energy into just like destructive force. None of you are like close enough to really find it, but you see that like there's almost like a shockwave that goes away, and like the plants in the nearby area almost kind of like blown back by the power.
Good thing it can't move.
Let's just stay the distance.
Yeah.
And I just take like a couple steps forward and like.
Yep. Everyone else your turn. These guys are shooting the poor defensive snail. It doesn't seem like honorable hunt to you.
I'll just like put the trident back on my back and cross my arms and just watch.
Yeah. Saka to take some more shots at it.
You sure you don't want to gust of wind it?
Creature is not
half its movement.
She hits with the second shot. 8. But like it just lets out another sad cry. And
You're so rude,
on its turn, is there anything it could do?
It could take an action to remove the brambles.
How does action remove the brambles?
Strength, athletics.
Didn't you target it? Strength, didn't you? It's actually
the hex. The
it
combo.
has disadvantage.
Crazy. Strength. What is your arcane shot save DC?
Oh shit! Hang on, I was looking this up. I roll it. I think it's like 11 or something.
The 6 would definitely fail.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why is it so low?
Because it's like based on my charisma, not my dex or something. I'm not 100% sure. It might be based off into which is really low. Arcane shot options. For into a note, it is intelligence modifier, so that's going to be a solid just 10 DC.
Okay, it still fails. Poor guy. Yeah, and it's a check. It's not save anything. Doesn't get it. It's just fancy shit against you. Yeah. What did I say? Next person's turn. Richard.
So it took an action.
Yeah,
It's already took an action, so it doesn't have dodge, but it doesn't matter
Doesn't
because it's I'm casting magic.
Yeah, you have disadvantage, but that would miss. So yeah, Nick,
Yeah.
let's see if it bounces off again. But even if it does, like, we'll see if that matters.
Got 15. Might be better to Sacred Flame it.
Okay,
Such high
yeah, it
AC.
is reflected back at the caster using the same attack bonus. What's your attack bonus?
That's
Plus
fine.
5?
Just cast it again. Just click the button again,
Okay.
Richard.
I got it. 8, that misses.
Okay, 8. Nice. I had 10 with this anyway.
Yeah, but it deflects like right back when you basically dodge out the way. Yeah.
Could
It
have
was
ended.
the same total attack bonus, so it would have actually been a plus. Oh no, plus 5, yeah, that's what happened total.
Yep.
But yeah, is that your turn? You moving or that's it?
I am getting a bit. God damn it. I'll go a bit closer to Sky over here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Grouping us up for a fireball or something.
Yeah. When it flex a fireball. Sky, your turn.
I watch Richard's blast like fly back at him, and he like ducks it and like flies over him, and then I'll take the opportunity to move slightly further away from him.
Perfect.
And I'll take a shot at the old snail.
The old flail snail.
The old flail snail.
That hits, yeah, man. You have such a high to hit.
+2 from Archer bonus. Yeah.
4 damage, however, does not seem to hurt it too that much. It's just, like kind of crying out in pain whenever you hit it. Really feel sad. Poor guy.
Stop making us feel bad for
Yeah.
him.
Poor guy.
I do say I say that's at my turn. I say I do feel a bit cruel, but I suppose that is an awfully fancy looking shell.
Yeah. Do you know your turn? Oh, battle music, because it doesn't really feel like a battle. So it's like...
Yeah, this is. I guess it's working. I'm not told that again. Oh,
Sad
God.
music.
Like Fall of the Jedi or something.
I mean, it keeps on failing its saves. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I should have rolled better.
I mean, it should have rolled better, really. Then you could have won the dead. Okay.
I'm still standing there. I'm like, fine, let us get this over with. And I will move 60 feet and start to strike at it. In my next
Just
turn.
explodes.
Okay. Azaka takes a shot at it on her turn. Well, actually, a couple of shots. Like, did I always fucking close Azaka's fucking character sheet? You done.
You gotta double click.
Dumb bitch, Ian. Okay. Longbow. Oh, that hits.
3 piercing. 8 piercing.
Why is that other flail gonna die? Some more flail deaths here.
I think it was because I hit it really hard with the first arrow.
Exactly.
No. Oh, it's you need a total.
But it is his turn, and it looks so mad that you're here now, Jack. Like, you see that the tentacles look kind of scary, and it's just like it's 4 remaining tentacles just all attempt to strike at you. Okay, so it makes 1 5 damage, 2 miss, 3 9 damage,
It's
and 4 5 damage. So it's just like kind of trying to wail on you.
so
that's 14 19 damage total.
That's decent.
Okay.
It's your turn.
I will walk up 30 feet. And I will use my bonus action to Healing Light.
Nice.
I give you.
I could have shot it to death, but that wouldn't have felt right. Gotta use those spells.
How much damage did you take? 14?
Yeah. 19.
19. Okay, then I can do the 3d6 without having to worry.
Oh shit!
Jesus.
Whoa.
Without having to worry.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, that's
And then I will Sacred Flame. Dealing 2 damage if he fails.
Doesn't look like it's that good at deck saves.
It's not that good at deck saves.
Still up though. Looks pretty fucking broken and beaten up, but still up. Okay, your turn.
Don't have enough scars already, Alcamenos, I say. Taking a shot. Nice.
You missed.
Here's another one for you, Alcamenos.
Oh, fucking bit of action surge, and -1 arrows. Action surge, and shoot again. Oh, nice.
Yeah, that is.
If only.
You should bring it down.
Nice.
You bring it down.
Actually, I would have done an extra D4 on my.
Doesn't matter. D6 actually from Hex, right? Hex, not D6, not D4.
No, D6, yeah.
And yeah, but you
Have to remember.
shoot it, and it falls.
I collect as many arrows as I can.
Okay, it's half how many you shot. Yeah, and you guys kind of
the shell.
yeah.
Does it
I do
look
as well.
like? Might be a stupid question. Does it look like it could be used as armor instead of a shield? To wear.
Probably not the form it is right now.
Armor, yeah, right now no. A skilled armor
if
could
you like,
perhaps
we-
form some sort of like breastplate.
If I put the shell on top of myself,
like if you had like a skilled armor and like a suit of breastplate to like attach it to, maybe, but like you to do it would be really hard. No, not in of it itself, no.
And that's how I got my hero name, Sea Snail.
from the jungle shell.
I mean, if you guys are all trying to examine it, you basically see that like if you were like an actual like someone who works with material like this, you could probably like the size of the shell make like possibly like 3 shields, like that's that size. If like you guys are just trying to basically brute force a shield out of it, you probably just get like one that's actually a big enough size to protect you.
I kind of gauge the amount of shell there is and say, well, we don't need to take all of it, and if we broke it into, say, a few pieces, we could each carry, a piece large enough to have something made out of it, a good sized piece. Enough for a shield, say, if we take turns carrying a slab that size.
I look at this orc and say, will we find someone capable of melding it on a travel?
Okay, so just check, Chris. Were we saying you
Can
think
just
there's enough
take it
there for
with us.
everyone to get a shield out of it?
No, yeah.
No, I'm saying
Yeah,
like if we break it into like you said
Five.
three. They said there were 3 shields worth in it, right? So
If it was
break
a
it into
good,
3.
a skilled
3.
armor, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like you guys, like.
Well, I
would
say if
think,
we just take half, that should be enough anyone to make a shield out of it, surely, right?
Yeah. What I'm saying is, you guys could probably brute force a shield, like just one out of it.
Okay.
Because if you just hold a hunk of it up like a shield, then it would be kind of awkward, but it'd probably do the job. But you'd literally be holding up like the majority of it. But like whether or not it would work quite as well as like if a skilled person played it, probably not. But
My father was a blacksmith. I'm sure he would be able to meld it into something useful. Alas, I do not possess these skills.
Well, how much of it do you think we should take? I kind of give an experimental lift, Ian. How heavy is this shell?
the entire shell weighs. I'm sorry.
2.5.
250 pounds.
Good fucking god! Okay.
Big.
250
Like-
that's
How much did the canoe weigh?
Like way less.
This is
120.
I say maybe we don't take all of it. Maybe we take like half of it.
As Arca says, I've also heard sometimes that the shell is ground to a powder and added to garments, and often this is used to enchant cloaks and often robes for wizards.
So if we take half, so we could make might take it to someone to make a shield out of it, and break the other half into smaller pieces and share it among ourselves. We should be able to take most of it with us.
If we can break it up that skillfully.
As Arca nods, he's like, I know often they are obviously most valuable if they come hold. Lots of people are simply collectors, or for large pieces of armor you cannot have.
Well, I will admit it's a beautiful thing on its own, but a shield sounds reasonable. Yes, if we make sure we have at least one piece large enough to make a shield, and then carry the rest with us, we should be able to divide the weight among us so it doesn't encumber us too badly.
She kind of nods, like, do you wish us to try to find an armor, or do you simply mean to hold it as a shield?
Oh, I was intending to find an armor, but also I wasn't intending to use it as a shield for myself. I was thinking more about Zeno here.
Of course, I mean, if we head back to the port, we will be able to find an armor capable of doing this. However, in the jungle, I'm not sure.
Who knows? The bird folk might have someone.
That is true, yes.
How advanced How advanced? How advanced are the bird folk?
But also, like, I have never spent time there myself.
The one we spoke to earlier seemed alright.
I mean, they are intelligent creatures.
He wasn't a savage.
Mm-hmm.
Either way,
Like, yeah.
we shall need some method of dividing the shell if we're going to take it anywhere at all.
First, I'll remove the shell from the creature.
Yeah.
Go to do so.
Volunteers to scrape the snail out of the shell.
Ooh, could I make like some nice food out of this?
You can eat it. Feel free to eat it.
How do they make snail stuff?
They fry it.
Snail.
Okay, so you guys, I'll say, yeah, you figured out you can have one big chunk, but I will say you better make one shield from at some point, and
then we
the rest we just take to like as shards, like powder later.
Yeah, you could probably try to do something like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
So if you want to say, okay, so would you say £250 for the whole thing?
I mean, now he doesn't have the canoe. Like, you can take quite a lot of weight, right? You know?
Yeah, if we say
the large one, Zeno can take, I think.
Yeah,
if you take the big chunk and then we divide the other, so that's like
between the four.
125.
So 30 each, and then 120 on Zeno.
Yeah, and then we just like leave the scrap. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, 30 each, 30 across 4.
I mean, I can do 60.
120. Yeah.
Yeah, 120 divided
Yeah,
by
just take 30 each. If you want to do 60, you can take my 30. But if everyone adds 30 pounds of shell, so now it's Santino who adds 125 pounds of snail shell.
Good with that, Zeno?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. No problem. Yeah, and you guys,
I cannot lift much more than this.
Yeah, let's hope you don't have to. Yeah, and you guys continue. Sorry, what do you want to do?
Oh wait, it's times 15, right? Your weight, like strength, times 15.
Oh my God. Det är otroligt boring så varför. You take the shade.
It's more than times 10.
Yeah.
It's fine, Patrick. It's fine. You're taking 30 pounds. You can, I don't know, piss. I don't give a shit. Then you're carrying less weight.
It's a 30-pound piss.
Exactly.
Really go.
Heavy stones.
Okay. How late do people want to go on?
I'm kind of not much longer. I want to go get food and stuff.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if we could technically go.
I'm not sure.
Like this, we're gonna get to the end of the day here, right?
Yeah.
We may as well just end it here then, because if we get like another random encounter,
Okay.
who knows?
Yeah. It does seem like if we do end it, I like it.
I don't think.
But nah, it's fine. It's fine. You're gonna send it there.
Makes it easier to write my journal if we finish at the end of the day.
Okay, good. Will you guys camp and finish at the end of the day?
Ian, I want to have it known that I make a delicious snail stew, okay?
Okay, roll. What would cooking be?
Guidance.
Okay, you guidances. What are the different skills?
Not
necessarily in.
As determined by Vincent Longbourn many moons ago, it is made with dex when you cook.
I think it would be medicine, right?
Hey, I can cook.
What would it be?
Animal handling.
Do you actually have cooking?
I have a proficient in medicine.
Oh, okay.
But it's survival for sure, right?
Oh yeah, survival. It's survival.
I think animal handling personally.
Cooking wild food would be survival. I was considering animal.
I have just a +1, but I'm proficient in it. So.
But you're getting guided.
I have an extra +4.
Let's see
Or D4, I mean. I meant to say D4.
Oh,
and then D4.
And then a D4. Wow, it's a delicious.
Oh my god.
Over 20. That's
crazy.
It's a good ass snail.
Crazy. Cool. Nice, good stuff then, guys. Man, I'm looking forward to not being on a computer.